Right.
So, fade out of it. Like cookie little sound effect. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna allegedly say I was there. I was not there, but it sounded like it was a good time. I shouldn't say that because they took advantage. Yeah, okay, you have rich.
Are you rolling on this?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
You have okay. Here's the problem. Like legit. Here's the issue. You have guys that were probably semi nerdy growing up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bill Gates and whatnot.
Yeah, they make tons of money.
Yeah.
And now that they have tons of money, they have cool toys, cars, jets, whatever have you. And I mean, you have an attractive female. She
Sure.
probably didn't have all that stuff. And she sees, hey, this guy's paying attention to me and he has his own private jet. Yeah, I'm going to roll with him. Even if she's in her 20s, even if she's 19, 18, 17. And nobody at that point is probably carding. They're just like, oh, you're really pretty. You want to come party with us?
No, Ghislaine was doing that. She
Or
knew,
Ghislaine.
she-
Ghislaine. Ghislaine was doing it.
She, yeah,
was telling,
she knew who she was getting.
She was telling these young girls that probably were like from rough neighborhoods, didn't have a lot of money, but they're very attractive, and be like, hey, we're going to hang out with these older guys. They've got a lot of money. They have a private jet. Like, if an older woman did that to you when you were 16, you'd be like, oh, you have a picture? Oh my gosh, she's hot. And she's
Right.
got money.
If you're
like,
naive and have no guidance.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very real thing. And just because, here's the thing, just because Epstein got busted, you know what I mean? He got busted. There's pictures, there's videos. You know that kind of thing probably still exists, though.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you
He
know-
wasn't the beginning of it, and
he's
he's
not
the
gonna be the end.
No.
And
That's just been going on since old time Hollywood, man.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fatty Arbuckle and shit.
Oh, absolutely. So you know, so that's, I guess that's what's like, they're trying to fry everybody over it, but like, yeah, I can see like a politician trying to fry Trump and trying to fry other people for it. He might be part of another group and be like, hey, dude, we're gonna go to a hot tub and we're inviting all these chicks.
Right, but why not be transparent about that?
And oh, by the way, dude, just to let you know, man, I got your back. There's no cameras there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but you're still there, and we don't know why. and you're on
Yeah.
the flight logs. Clinton's on the flight logs.
I could just totally see them. I could just totally see that kind of lifestyle still existing.
Oh no, that shit's going on. There's
Yeah.
different islands, I'm sure.
Sir,
Sir,
cheers. Can you reach that there?
salute.
Salute, and we are back!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! This is the start. Season 2. We were out away because we're responsible adults. We are working, but we are back. We're live.
We're doing it live.
Oh my God! I wish I had a cool.
Is that my camera?
Right now we're on that camera.
Okay, cool. That'll work.
We are semi-technologically literate men, semi-successful, semi-good-looking. And it's funny, like, we both got haircuts before we got on here. We both got, like, we have even different things to drink today. I mean, dude, exciting. I'm glad to see you again, man. You look sharp.
You too.
Salute to you, my friend.
Thank you. Cheers.
T Diddy's fruity drink, which is delicious. T Diddy. Anyways, but
I bet 50 Cent will not drink this shit.
So that's my take on this whole Epstein thing. If they all knew what they were doing bad stuff. Human smuggling, trafficking is not good at all.
No essaying.
Especially when you're with kids.
Yeah.
Like, we'll get into more of this detail in a second. But the reality of it is I can see Russian oligarchs in Europe, Ibiza, Greek, England. I can see these people that have ungodly amounts of money still being like, hey, bro, we're gonna have a party, man. Why don't you get some girls?
Some Saudis. Yeah.
Somebody be like, yeah, we'll give her like $1,000 or $5,000, and she'll come out. These girls will come party with us. And do you know what I mean? Like,
Sure. But why? Here's my issue with it. You're gonna run on disclosure. You win the election,
but here's the thing, though. I get where you're coming from,
and then turn back on it.
but that's the United States. We try to be up and up about it. When you get caught up, we have the Justice Department. You have people that are very involved in politics, people very involved in government, wanting to do the right thing. Once you leave the constraints of the United States and you go into third world countries where you have I knew this clean lady, and she was telling me before she got to the United States, she was going through like Guatemala and all that, and she said, oh yeah, I would clean houses. And the houses were as long as your city street was here. And she goes, my part of cleaning the house is just cleaning the leaves on the plant. And she says, I would start on Monday at one end of the building. It would take me all week to clean the leaves and get the dust off all the plants. And by Saturday, I'd take Sunday off and I'd start again on Monday just doing the plants. So you imagine Guatemala's really poor.
Yep.
And Guatemalan Latinas, they're very attractive. And then you have some knucklehead with umpteen $1 trillion right there in the middle of the jungle and saying, hey, girls, come on in, we're having a party. Do you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like
wait,
the
that's who
recipe.
she worked for?
It's like the recipe for disaster. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, yes, in the United States, we do the right thing. Yes, we encourage people to do the right thing. And yes, if you break the law and take advantage of people, you go to jail and what have you. But the rest of the world does not think the way we do. And if they can take advantage of that and flex, they do.
Yeah.
And doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right, but it's a reality of the world we live in, unfortunately. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I do. Do you think that could be changed?
I think it'd be a massive. It's a massive paradigm shift. Okay, I think with education and industrialization of a country, as a country gets educated and people values really kick in and they work for the money and the whole society as a whole changes, the narrative changes, then yes. But then where you go to countries where you have people that have there's a big divide between the people that are dirt poor and then nothing in between and then mega filthy rich.
Yeah, I think we're kind of starting to see that. Like that happened in Mexico.
Mexico.
Previously. They got rid of the middle class.
Dude, we missed so much. Okay, I want to start off with, so today's December something, 18th. 19th. We started this like 2 years ago. Has it been 2 years when the Ukraine war started?
Yeah.
See, look. I gotta.
It's been 2 years.
See, the viewers can't see on here. I feel very. Oh wait, where's my controller? I one of the many things I did on here was like, oh hey, I got a TV up here and I can see the video when I need now, but I don't really need to see myself on video. But what I can do is I have a computer. Or we could watch the fight, and I'd be like, "Hey, Artie, by the way, when did the Ukraine war start?" Let me log. Oh, you gotta be logged in, I guess. I need to figure out how to make it not go to sleep. You gotta be smarter than the Apple. But then once you're in there, I'd be like, "Okay, let me go to Safari. Safari, when did the Ukraine war start?" You know what I mean? Like it's pretty nifty that it's on the TV, and we were able to be smart enough to figure that out. Because I just gotta figure. It's just you gotta figure out the details, I guess. But yeah, let me see if I have internet. So we started this literally like within weeks of the Ukraine war starting. And that's kind of been the big talk of through all of this when we were going on. Let's see, what does it say? Ukraine war? No, I don't know. I didn't get it. You just have to be smart enough. I need somebody like in the background typing, don't I?
Yeah, pull that shit up, Jamie.
I know. Jamie, where you at, Jamie? Oh, I'm sorry. You're with Joe Rogan, the guy that's really famous.
Okay, so no, I think we were thinking of
the Russian invasion.
Yeah.
So that's the Ukraine war, Russian invasion. So this is something I had tried once before, but it looked really quirky. But, 2022, February 24th. So we had started this right around that time. And I remember telling, like, Jeanette at the time, I was like, dude, you know, like, Russia invaded Ukraine? It's like, oh, yeah, like, is that bad? Like, yeah, like, it's pretty crazy. They're their own country now. And, like,
yeah.
So we've kind of followed along. It's 2025, going on to 2026. Still fighting. They're still holding on.
Nearly 4 years.
Nearly 4 years. Negotiations go back and forth, but they're still holding on. That's all that matters. And United States Revolution of Independence, 6 years.
It started in 1770?
I believe the revolution was 6 years long.
Until independence.
Yeah, so Ukraine's in their 2022, they're in their third year. I mean, in the sense of revolutions and civil wars and all that, 3 years is still a drop in the bucket. Unfortunately, a lot of people are still going to die and all that. But, yeah, dude. Like, that's pretty... It's hard to believe that we're still... Okay, there it is. Started 1775 to 1783.
Okay, so they declared independence a year after it began and then didn't win.
Is that what happened?
I guess if it's till September of 83.
I just don't know how to zoom this. You know my
control and scroll.
But this is an Apple. Oh, I bet if I hold that no, not that button. It's the keyboard's a little bit different. I don't know how to zoom on this. I feel not smart.
Let me find out for you.
You know, we're gonna get there, people. We're gonna get there. Like one day we're gonna have a really cool show, and we're gonna be like legit. We got lights, we got the Mexican hat, American flags and stuff, and we're like right there already. I feel like we're on the cusp of something great. And if you're a middle-aged American wearing tight shirts and short, messy haircuts because you're trying to be legit, we're right there with you.
How old are you, Mark?
I'm older than I want to admit. I saw Princess Di get married as a child. I saw the Challenger blow up. Saw the Berlin Wall fall. So I'm old.
Yeah, I saw all of that too.
Old. Third in the dirt.
Wait, you're already born?
78.
Okay, yeah. So I forgot you're a little older than me.
Fuck you.
Just a little bit. Not
You
a
know,
lot.
you too. I'm sorry, but already fuck you.
My bad. Only 5 years.
Oh, I know.
Only 5
Only
years.
5 years. Yeah, it was a good 5 years though. It was a good 5 years. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so
You look great though.
No, you look great. I like the
thanks.
hair.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so yeah, so Ukraine war, third year, they're still fighting. We're with you. I'm glad politics tends to help you guys out. I know they're trying to fight it, trying to do concessions, but like, way to stay in there against the giant that Russia proclaimed to be.
Yeah, screw the Kremlin.
Screw the Kremlin. Screw communism. And you know what, Mexico? If you're listening, Sheinbaum, is that her name?
Yep.
Screw you too and your communist views. Okay. This came out, and I remember talking to my Mexican friend, and I said, seeking paperwork here in the United States. I said, you know, your president says that the Constitution doesn't allow her to fight drug cartels in her country. Yeah. You know, I used to have a cricket app. Hold on. I used to have, I would go on conference calls. So those of you that are with me on here, you know what I'm talking about, right? Conference calls.
That's what your easy button should do. That.
And let me see here. Let me see if I still have my cricket app. Oh, I don't have my cricket sound app. So I would whenever there was like long pauses at these conference calls.
Yeah.
Me and my friend, my buddy Brian, were like, well, what if we had like a cricket sound and we could make cricket noises when it got quiet? I was like, dude, that's brilliant. So I downloaded an app that was like cricket sounds, and let me see if I can find it real fast. Oh, here it is. I found it. And so we would play like cricket chirping sounds, and I'd be like, and we would just totally be like just sitting, because like we're on Zoom. We'd be like, just, that's weird. Do you hear that? Huh. That's funny, because you know it's like. Oh, it's just so retarded. I love it.
I'm gonna get you a smoke detector one.
Like,
Does he hear it?
It's like, what, smoke detector battery? Huh.
I
But
don't hear it.
but yeah. So what were we just talking about a minute ago? My
Mexico.
Okay, so yeah, that's what we were saying. We're like, so the president of Mexico. Let me look at the camera when I say this. She said she cannot fight cartels plaguing her country because it's unconstitutional. Is she an idiot? No, I'm sorry. She's bought by the cartels. And I had a conversation with a colleague today. We were talking about immigration and how difficult it is now. And our contention is still the same. You know, your average Mexican person, hardworking people, good people, want to come across the United States, make money? Great. My buddy that's a financial advisor down the street, he says, you know, no, it's not our responsibility to educate and rich up the world, but it kind of is. Like, it all started in the United States. Our biggest export is our philosophy, more than
Right.
anything else. But our wealth has also become a big export too.
Right. If we're gonna spread democracy,
The wealth has to go hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So people coming here to work to support families abroad, and it helps them. I mean, it kind of, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
yeah.
And Mexico, and again, you know, my Mexican friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so how do you feel about the Mexican drug war? And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you know, there's been a drug war in Mexico, whether Mexicans want to call it a drug war or not.
Right.
There's been a drug war going on there for, like, when
Decades.
did they start chopping off heads?
It was after the fall of Pablo Escobar.
No, it was in there like it was right around 2008 when things blew up over there.
Oh, whenever Juarez became the most dangerous
yeah,
city and beat up
but there
Baghdad,
was
it was
there was
08.
a reason for the Zetas were over there. The El Chapo was over here.
Yeah.
Then you had the Felix Arellano gang. I don't know if they were the ones in Tijuana or over here, and like you had all these factions. But Mexico's been in a drug war,
Yeah, since
And-
before 08.
and whether you like it or not, and I say this unequivocally, Artie, and whether you like to hear it or not, I mean, because I know everybody has their views, but
Yeah.
it's a narco state. Politicians are bought by the narcs. A lot of people are bought off by the narcs.
And here
They
too,
can-
right?
Here too, but not to the same extent.
Right.
But and I think there's the subtle differences is a thing, but Mexico is essentially a narco state. Parts of Mexico, the rule of law is cartel. There's no governmental rule.
Right. Certain groups of the population refer
Yeah.
to her as the narco president.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is, and once you admit it, you can at least start fighting it. I mean, I don't know whether Vicente Fox was kind of fighting him for a while there because
Yeah, he was legit.
him and Bush were buddies, and they were cowboys, and they kind of saw eye to eye on that. Oh, speaking of narcos and cartels, did you hear what happened today?
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
the video online.
Wait, are you talking about Syria?
Huh?
Syria?
No.
What happened?
Drum roll. Marijuana. Can you say marijuana, YouTube?
Yeah, you can say marijuana.
Or do you say Mary Jane? Or do you say cannabis? Or I don't know.
I think you can say all of those. It's not cussing.
It is no longer a class 1 drug.
Not Schedule 3.
It's Schedule 3,
Yep.
which means you can start using it to research if there's benefits for pain, which we know there is. You could start prescribing it on like if you were to prescribe cannabis for pain to somebody, you could actually get a script from a doctor now, and your insurance will pay for it, and they could use it for research. And maybe I don't know maybe I'm wrong, but it's Schedule 3. But as a Schedule 1 drug, you couldn't even research it.
Right. It was like right next to heroin and
Meth.
Meth.
A
And
gun
now
to,
it's- now
gun
it's
to
with
your head.
Anabolic steroids and forget what else.
Do you think they'll get full traction for full legalization? Maybe.
I don't think it'll be recreational. I think we're going to go federally medical.
You know
That
what?
seems like we're going towards.
You know why I think that?
Why?
I feel what you're saying. Because there's money to be made off of it.
Exactly.
And if they can make money off of it, you know that they're gonna. I just had a thought. I didn't do an audio check.
Yeah, do you want should we pause and check it?
I don't know.
Because heaven forbid we do 3 hours and then it's like that one time.
Oh yeah, we did that once. We are idiots. We are grown men. We are semi-professionals, semi-successful, fairly good-looking, to an extent, and we are idiots. We did a full show. I think I've done maybe 2 full shows, but my full show was weird because we did the we. I don't know what I did, but when I played it back, all I could hear was like a.
Yeah, it was like something was disconnected.
Yeah.
I say check it. 'Cause heaven forbid, man, we sit here and crank out a 5-hour Christmas episode.
Classes are going on. All right. So you viewers and you people listening to the audio, you're just going to hear us continue on like nothing happened. But in reality, 5 minutes will go on between while we pull our heads out of it because we're done. Okay, so you won't feel the glitch, but it's going to happen. I'll be right back. Let's see here. Girls Gone Wild. Dun 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 dun. So we are.
Were you gonna
We are-
ask me?
You know where I think you already know where I'm going to go with this
I
question.
did. I could already hear.
We are roughly generationally the same-ish.
Yeah.
So when the world of portable camcorders came to America, and Snoop Dogg was traveling spring break parties, and MTV parties were cool to record, and you could watch infomercials all night. Did you have the Girls Gone Wild tune stuck in your head forever?
I mean, just because of the infomercial popping
Yeah,
up
the
all the time.
infomercial. And then you would get home like at 3 in the morning, you put the infomercial on. You didn't even need to put like MTV on. That whole thing would just play and it was like a party in your house.
It would take over MTV or Nick at Night or whatever.
Yeah. What was that Dick at Night with Gilbert Gottfried? That he'd always have like a hot chick with him. She'd be like, up all night.
No, I never saw that.
Yeah.
It was a show or just like a promo?
It was like a... It was like a... Not... Like, it was like Nick at Night, but it was hosted by... It was like he hosted it. He had like a movie in the night and stuff.
I
And, like,
love Gilbert Gottfried.
oh, and he'd come out and talk like this, and you know, and you know what I did watch recently, folks. We are back. We're up to our shenanigans, and we'll continue what we were just talking about in a minute.
Aristocrats.
You remember that joke?
Yeah.
That's a horrible
Oh
joke.
my God. No, but the other night, and you may appreciate this. Not the other night, like a week ago or so. I was like scrolling through my phone. I was like, I want to watch a movie. You know, I'm driving around. I always put like in my phone holder a movie to listen to.
Yeah.
For some reason, I got the wild hair to look up Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds?
Revenge of the Nerds. I didn't know there was like 5 of them or 6 of them. Like where he gets married, Animal gets married and stuff.
It was like American Pie.
Yeah, like the hold on. How many nerd movies were there? Oh, well, Safari doesn't want to open up. Oh, screw you, Safari. Let me do that again. How many nerd movies? I think it was like 5 were there. I think it was like 5 or 6. Okay, Revenge of the Nerds, 1984. Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, pretty good. Revenge of the Nerds 3, The Next Generation, wasn't bad. And then Revenge of the Nerds 4, Nerds in Love.
Oh, is that the wedding?
Yeah, where the dad didn't want her to get married to the guy that was like the animal or something like that. That was in 1994. You know what? The one that got my attention the most was The Last Generation. I was
I didn't even know that was a thing, man.
Yeah, I kind of The Next Generation, because it has newer people that, let me see if I can had I think that was the one, it was the second or third one that had people in there that I recognized, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I was thinking of Robert Downey Jr. There's a new
Are you talking about
Netflix movie.
the one that he was in as a kid and he was like a supporting role?
No, I was watching one last night about the Zodiac murders.
Oh, Zodiac with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We're segueing all over the place. Okay.
No, that's okay.
Current events, Mexico, you got problems with drugs, get with the program. You know, if Trump wants to wipe the cartels out, you know, he's not going to charge you for it. Just what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let him get rid of them.
I think we're getting charged right now for that, man.
Yeah.
With inflation? Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just sorry. I was like, the Mexican people are suffering. They've lost a generation of kids. There's videos of people getting their heads chopped off in Mexico. Do you remember the Ghost Rider guy from Mexico?
No.
There was a cartel guy called the Ghost Rider, and when the opposing cartel captured him, they said, "Oh, eres el Ghost Rider." Ho, ho, ho. They're not French, but
Oh, okay.
that's my.
I was like,
Ha ha ha.
They call me Legos right there.
So they get the okay. So there's one cartel, and well, there's all these cartels. They fight each other. Well, there's one cartel. There's a guy called the Ghost Rider. He gets captured by his opposing cartel. They get tied up, and there's a video of this online. You could probably still find it. I've seen it, and they bind him and they put him on his knees.
yeah.
And they douse his head with gas, and they light him on fire. And he's screaming and they're videotaping him, and you can hear the guys talking about like, ha ha ha, and it goes like that, ha ha, ha ha.
You can't do a Mexican accent, bro.
I don't know how Mexicans laugh.
Like, he, he.
Mira ese güey.
I don't know. So then like I think the gas like runs off of him and it kind of starts going up, but at this point no skin on his head, and he's still alive.
Shut
So
up.
for the
dude.
first part of it, he's like screaming, like and he's bound, so he can't do anything. He's like and he's screaming, and you could tell
pull
he's
that
like,
shit up, Jamie. No,
Dude.
don't do it.
and he's like in Cartel.
Are you pulling it up?
Ghost
I
Rider?
spoke too soon. I'm sorry, guys.
Ghost Rider, murder, and so then so he's still alive though, because when you're on fire, theoretically, you would go into shock at some point, but you're still conscious, but it burns at first, but at some point your nerve endings burn off.
Sure, he probably didn't even realize.
So there was probably a point afterwards where he's in shock, the nerve endings are burning off, and then they pour more gas on him and they light him on fire again, but then they eventually shoot him or something like that.
Good.
So
God.
yeah, it was nuts, and I just couldn't. Ghost Rider murder, cartel. Maybe I shouldn't use Siri. I don't know. Ghost Rider cartel video: the terrifying execution by Kevin. Where's my remote control?
In the words of Norm Macdonald, thank you for the nightmares for the rest of my life.
It's loading. It's buffering. This is like on some. This is TikTok.
Oh, okay. Thank God. This is a costume.
Oh, that's not it. That's
I mean, it's
stupid.
a badass costume.
That's I freaking hate TikTok.
That's cool.
TikTok is so, and I don't know. Maybe they take down all these
No, but I'm sure you can find the Daniel Pearl video, no problem.
Oh yeah, right. Cartel. Maybe this is it right here inside the CNG's most disturbing. I don't know. Oh, that's a high quality cartel flick. Look at that. There's horses and there's a blonde chick.
That horse looks like Gatti.
Wow. Kati's my dog. She's a big golden doodle.
I love her.
I don't know what else to look on her about. I don't know how else to look it up.
Let's see. What did you use? Cartel, Ghost Rider,
Murder,
gasoline.
gasoline. So, but
Dame más gasolina. If it
I
has
know,
that in the
right?
background.
safe,
Dame más
okay,
gasolina.
safe search is turned off. A case to grow. Okay, this one might be. It's YouTube, so it's not going to be on YouTube, obviously. It's got to be like on
Reddit,
Gore Center.
4chan.
Okay, here's a nice. So, yeah, you can't go on YouTube and look this up.
Rotten.com.
I've got to. Oh, I don't know what to do here. Hold on.
Dame más gasolina.
Okay, so, okay. This is probably going to be at gorecenter.com.
Don't get a virus, bro.
Oh, you have to
Oh,
create an account.
hello.
Stripchat.com.
Yeah, that's not it.
That is obviously not it. How do I?
It's on fire, but it's not what we're looking for.
I don't know how to get out of this window. Oh.
This is why PC, bro. I love me a PC.
Enter. I don't know what this is. Enter everyone. You must have read the agreement, terms and use. I don't know. If I. So I click enter. In a read. Oh, here it is.
Oh God.
This looks like it's it. So I don't know. This is.
Holy
yeah, that's the guy's
shit.
head. So, how do I turn the volume down on this so I don't? That's the guy's head.
This is after it.
That's got to be like after it. His face is like gone. It's like burnt off. No, that's his eyes. So this is like his.
So what did he do? Just so I feel better about it.
He was like some sort of cartel guy in his local group or whatever, and yeah, whatever.
Fuck him.
Yeah, and so there was some sort of retaliation, and it was during that period where cartel members were killing cartel members.
Just another day.
But his nickname was a Ghost Rider.
Oh, that was his name before.
That was his nickname.
Oh, they're like, watch.
So once they captured him, they said, "Okay, we'll help you out, no problem."
Bet.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider bet.
Yeah. So then they light his head on fire, and I mean that might have been it right there because that guy had no skin on his face.
Holy shit.
Dude,
Mark.
like seriously. So this is the kind of stuff that was going on in Mexico, yet the president says she does not have the constitutional power to find somebody getting their face burned off.
So I looked it up, and so I couldn't find anything that said she couldn't do it due to Constitution. It stated that she would not want to fight the cartel with the U.S.'s help. Check Grok.
Why? Because we're gonna actually do the job for her.
I mean, she's got to get paid, right?
Look at.
On that Nancy Pelosi shit.
I am gonna get some nicotine. I need some nicotine.
Go ahead.
So I don't know, man. It's I don't know. Like what he's like. Did that video surprise you right there?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's pretty crazy.
Do you remember a radio host guy, late night guy? There used to be like Coast to Coast and all these guys. Do you happen to remember one guy called Michael Savage?
No.
I used to listen to him, and he's like a New York guy. I mean, I don't want to say he's like a New York Jewish guy, but he was kind of radio host guy that was always yelling, and he's like, "Dude, why do you allow this? You're an idiot!" Like, but he's like from East Coast. I mean, I don't know if he was Jewish or not. I mean, just for some reason, that's why I think he was.
Just because he's from New York.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't. I don't know. But he would go. He was. I used to like listen to him. He's. I think his views were pretty right leaning. He's an old man now. Look at that. He's still alive. He's from the Bronx. Well, the way he yelled, he was from the Bronx. Michael Allen Weiner, which goes by Michael Savage, occupation, political and social commentator, author and former radio talk show host. So he's the political party independent. I think he's very conservative, very right. So, anyways, very pro Iraq war, you know, and a lot of people were or against, you know what I mean? Very polar. But on his website, and let me go back. I don't think his website's still up anymore. Oh, it is. The Savage Nation. It is still up. So, during the Gulf War, he had this thing, and he said, like, you need to remember what we're fighting against over there. And so he says, go to my website, and if you go to my website, he would say, like, the very first contractor that was kidnapped and that was beheaded, and they videotaped it and like publicized it. It was like such a big deal, like in the 90s or something, because nobody did that ever. Like, not live, not with a butter knife, like. And so he says, you know, you can't find this video online no more, but it's still a link on my website, and you need to remember what kind of savages these are. And you go to my website and you watch that video. So the first time I saw a guy getting his head cut off
Was on this?
was on here. You used to be able to find the link to that first contractor that got his head cut off. And I remember so very compelling, because if you were not against the Gulf War, not against what we were doing there, and you watched this guy like 5 years apart, so like late 90s for you. But if the first time you're like Bambi, you're a virgin, very wet behind the ears, optimistic about the world that you were, and you still believed in love, and drugs were bad, and you know, I didn't know who this man that we know as Artie was back in the late 90s. He was young Archibald.
That's not my name, but all right. Yes.
So you go to this website and you click the link that he saved there that led you to like another server in Serbia or whatever it was.
So it's like politicalrotten.com.
Kind of. And it's that very first contractor that contracted. And
Daniel Pearl.
is that the very first guy?
He was a journalist that
It was a
Al-Qaeda.
contractor.
Oh.
It was a contractor worker. Like the very first one that turned up missing that got his head cut off online.
They sawed his head, right?
It was like with a knife. And
He was a truck driver, right?
something like that.
Yeah, okay, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was after Daniel Pearl. 'Cause
And-
Daniel Pearl was like contracted to, do
Well,
on the ground journalism. They grab him in the middle of a skirmish, and then there was, like in Iraq, they started just snatching people. And one of the first ones is that guy that you're talking about is this redheaded kid.
and you know, like, mind you, contractors are guys. They're not like Blackwater or anything like. Well, I mean, they probably work for that. Not prior to Blackwater or somebody else, but it's just a guy that's going to work trying to make money. He's not like security guy. Like you say, he might have been a truck driver, and all that good stuff. So some time, dude, Nick Berg, killing of Nick Berg.
I remember that.
And so 25-year-old, 20. Okay, we've got to figure out how to zoom this thing because I feel like a retard because my old man eyes just failing me unless it's a woman.
Have you tried? Have you tried clicking the wheel?
Yeah, I did. Apple, why do you make it so hard to zoom, Apple?
I love me a freaking PC.
Where's Steve Jobs when I need him? He was old. He would get it. Maybe he's still alive somewhere on a desert island. No. But anyways, so Michael Savage kept the video. He's like, you need to know why we're in Iraq and the savages we're fighting against are monsters. And so I clicked the link, and first time I saw a guy getting his head cut off was on Michael Savage. And what's curious about it, they yank his head back and they get the knife, and it's like it wasn't a little knife. It wasn't like a full-on machete, right?
Right.
Why there's a machete here, I don't know, but
Better safe than sorry.
something like that. But no. So they pull his head back and they get the little knife and they start cutting, and he's screaming, and they get through like halfway through the neck, and the head starts detaching from the front because the spinal column's still attached and all
Right.
that. And while he's screaming while his what do you call the throat? The esophagus is getting, and the windpipe are being just chawed off. He's still screaming, and so if you pay attention to it, he's screaming, and through the windpipe you hear the gurgling of the blood in the windpipe while he's screaming.
Good Lord.
Until like they open his head up like a pop top, and they finish it off by hacking through the bones in the back and all that. It was the most horrific thing I've ever seen, and like from that moment, like any doubt I had about the Persian Gulf War, blood from oil and all that stuff, I was like, irregardless of how I felt left wise about it, it was like it takes a monster to do that.
Right. Yeah.
And you're talking about a guy that's just trying to help out over. He's not even a soldier. He was just trying to help out. And you brutally murder him, and to watch him die that way. And I watched that video a couple of times. I was like, I'm going to sear this into my brain to realize that there are people in the world like this that are monsters.
Right.
Like, horrible. Yeah. I'll never forget that. That's like a lesson in humanity that I think unfortunately you need to come to terms with. And then Mexico cartels, they were doing the same freaking thing. I was telling Mexico, like when we went to go pick up some T-shirts, we got some tacos, and we were coming up the in El Paso de Juarez, there's a Santa Fe bridge, one of the older bridges. It's, around, we used to walk to go to the clubs. No clubs there anymore and all that stuff. But we were coming through there, and then I was talking to my buddy the next day, and he goes, "Oh yeah, Marcos, there was a head found over there just the other day." And I was like, "I just drove through there yesterday. Crazy."
So you know that's happening again now, right?
Well, okay, so I think they were called express kidnapping now.
No, well, like the week of Thanksgiving, they found chopped up bodies, dismembered.
I have a friend that's from over there. He lives here, and we were talking, and I was like, "Well, I still go over there and still getting my dental work and all that." He goes, "Be careful, Indian." And I was like, "I'm not Indian, but I will." And he's like, "No." He goes, "Well, and he's so funny. He goes, "Well, them efforts down there they're just doing the express kidnappings now." And I was like, "Express kidnapping? Is that like you go through a drive-through and be like, I'm worth $1,000, take me?" And he goes, "No, they'll pick you up, and they beat you up, and they see how much money you have on you, and they take you to the ATM and see how much money they can get out of you, and they'll beat the crap out of you, and at the end of the day, they let you go because they get what they can out of you now instead of trying to hold you for 2 weeks and get $1 million, because a lot of people don't have $1 million. So at least they get what they can out of you, and then they throw you up and they kick your ass while they're at it." And I was like, "Oh, that's the express kidnapping. That's cool. Thanks." Cool.
Yeah, I'm not going over there anytime soon.
I still haven't had a bad situation arise, but
I mean, except for that one time that you got stuck there visiting your friend in Juarez.
but there was a pretty girl involved.
I mean, I get that, but
You
there's
know-
no woman worth dying over like that.
When there's a pretty girl involved and it's a wild story, like who doesn't want to live that life?
Thinking with the wrong head, bro.
Still got the girl at the end of the day, man.
That's true.
It was glorious. Like
I mean, even the Uber didn't want to pick you up.
they didn't. They didn't even want me to take me all the way to the border. He's like, "Nope, you get out here. I'm going home and I'm gonna go sleep on the ground." Yeah, and here I'm walking around like I'm just an American, and it's funny because we do that around here. Like, "Oh, I'm American, not a big deal." They don't give a crap down there. If I got shot, they wouldn't care. It's like, "Oh,
No.
Stupid gringo walking around. Didn't he see a shooting?
He was probably a drug dealer.
Que pendejo.
Like, it's funny down there. That's how they justify it. Like, the people, they're like, oh, whoever dies, they're probably involved with the cartel. It's like, oh yeah, because the cartel doesn't kill people randomly.
Because there's no such
Pendejos.
thing as an innocent bystander. A mom or a kid going grocery shopping. Oh yeah, the kid was obviously a cartel kindergarten cop kid.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
the way they justify that shit.
That's dumb. It's dumb.
stupid.
You know, Trump, help the Mexicans out. Just take them all out.
We can't help him. We're busy. We're fighting the
Dude.
Syrians.
I hate to say this. I don't hate to say this, but I'm excited to see Venezuela. What happens there? If Maduro gets toppled and they get some sort of semblance in their government, like sanity in their government, I'll be the first one there.
Oh yeah, you'll move there.
No, but I'll spend like every weekend there. I love Venezuela.
Have you been?
Yeah, I love Venezuela.
Interesting.
Love. It was like people that
Is it
you-
marked off on there?
Yeah, it is marked off on the right in the border of Venezuela.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He went to the border. He came back. He loved it. We're gonna take Venezuela.
Because I don't. There comes up. Okay. So I dated this girl.
Yeah.
So, if you guys know me, every story that I have starts off like this. So I was dating this girl. And she came to the United States fleeing from the cartels. So her best friend was dating like a captain in the cartel that took over their little town in like the place where Miss Universe came from in Mexico. Like the most recent like Miss Universe for Mexico
Yeah.
from that area, that region. And so when the new cartel came in, she started dating this guy and it was all hunky dory. And so, you know, the girl I ended up dating, she was best friends with her. And then so she was trying to get a visa to get up here anyways because she wanted to bring, you know, family and take over all this stuff. And just because it was already a bad time as it was.
Sure.
Well, then as the cartel war, as with all wars, one side pushes the other side out. Well, the new cartel came in, killed all the old cartels, pushed them out. They took over. So once the new cartel comes in, they say like, so you're friends with the old cartel. Like you guys used to go drink beer. Yeah. Okay. You're dead.
Yeah.
And so this girl that was dating the guy that was a captain in the cartel,
Yeah.
they got her, and I don't know if they sexually assaulted her or not, but they drug her body behind a pickup truck all around town.
Yeah.
And they burned her house, and they killed her family. Mind you, she was not a cartel member.
Just by
Her
association.
just by association. Her family was cartel members, and the young lady that eventually ended up here found her visa, and she went into hiding because she was best friends with her, and they went looking for her.
Oh, they did.
She got out of her town like by days because her visa arrived, and she was able to get to the United States by like days.
Good God.
Yeah, and like real. This is like real. This, you know,
Oh, but it's not that bad. Come to Acapulco. No, it's not that bad. You just gotta
Crazy.
stay in the safe areas.
so crazy.
Yeah, they're desensitized.
Yeah. So you know, I hope this whole Venezuela thing works out. Like, yeah, okay. You know what? The reality of it is, there's sweet oil there, which is the easiest to make gasoline and kerosene and diesel out of and all that. One of the largest reservoirs of oil is there in that part of the Caribbean in Venezuela. Okay, yeah, fine, it's there. Yeah, and we'll benefit from it. Okay, big deal. Yeah, well, it's a big deal. We will benefit from it. But like I had a friend there, and I'd give him like $20 just to buy a loaf of bread and eggs and milk and get like water or gas for the week because they couldn't make enough money. And even if they made money, the money they had is so devalued and the corruption's so bad. And like my friend's father used to work for the oil companies, but he wasn't like a party member of like the Maduro party and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So he couldn't get a good job. He just wanted to work as an engineer because he was an engineer before, but because the government, he couldn't get an engineer job, and they were just living off government subsidies. And they were like in a nice part of town and where they were from, and water. Like, oh, the water went out for a week. Very natural. They're like, oh yeah, we just didn't have water for a week, and then the phone towers. We didn't have electricity for like 2 weeks because something happened, and because there's no power, there's no cell phones, and so I'm like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a couple of weeks. Oh yeah, power went down for 2 weeks.
Damn.
and that's normal. It's like, and my friend would be like, "Oh, that's bullshit," but yeah, it's normal. We just figured it out. Like
That's
the
rough.
people there. The people there suffer for it. Maduro was a bus driver, and now he's like one of the richest guys in Venezuela.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
How does that work? So he was a bus driver, and he was a party member, and there's like an association to him and Chavez. When Chavez died, he became the next person there and the ruler of Venezuela, and he has allegedly been elected out. Allegedly,
Yeah.
he wins every
Right.
vote.
He's pulling the Putin shit.
Yeah, in a landslide election, he's winning them all. But he's also the richest guy in Venezuela now, and he was a bus driver when it all started.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I guess he gave Hugo a nice ride at some point.
Well, Hugo was like a legitimate hero for his people, Hugo Chavez,
Yeah.
because of the corruption that existed with the flow of money coming in. Because of capitalism. Capitalism's good and it's bad, right? Because there's an influx of money and people had connection to businesses. He was seen as like the like liberate, the person that spoke for the poor. And when he came into power, very socialist. He's going to give the poor everything they need, and it was all hunky dory. And people saw him as a savior. And he was in the military, so he actually, was a soldier and all that good stuff. And eventually, as communism goes and socialism goes, eventually you can't keep on providing all these subsidies, and corruption and money disappears. And now we have Maduro, where the country is vastly poor and they're still making tons of money. They still sell oil. They sell drugs, and political prisoners disappear now. And, it's classic Russia gulags and all that now. In Venezuela. Beautiful people, great music, great food. Great, like Falcon, right, the state right there on the peninsula on the Caribbean. Beautiful women, great food. And they have a pirate problem because Venezuela can't handle the pirates. There's a pirate problem in the Caribbean, and it's 2025 going on 2026. We're not talking about Johnny Depp in Spanish. Fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. It's going to be 2026, and there's a pirate problem in the Caribbean.
So those kills, are those confirmed? Like, they're confirmed pirates? It wasn't just
Okay, so a friend of mine,
migrants?
he typical American. He kind of did fairly decent money wise and all that. And he would go for summer trips with buddies that had like private boats, small boats, not like huge yachts, probably like maybe small yachts or small boats. And he would tell me, he goes, "Oh yeah, I was out with my buddy," and he was telling my buddy. I told my buddy, I'm going to go to Mexico and I'm going to come back, and do you need me to bring supplies? He goes, yeah, bring back, this and bring back that. We need this for the boat. We need gasoline, and we need 50 caliber ammo. And he's like, what? He goes, yeah, we need 50 caliber ammo for the pirates, like when we're running across like towards Venezuela to Aruba at midnight under the cover of dark, we have to protect ourselves. It's like legitimate thing. Like there's pirates in the pirates of the Caribbean are still there. They never went away. I mean, all you have to do is have Johnny Depp down there on the Black Pearl.
Crazy.
Yeah, nuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not Somalia with Captain Phillips.
No, but similar.
Do you know what the Chinese do? Because the Chinese are trying to get experience military wise, and they do stuff for the UN. So the Chinese were in. Was it Somalia? And they were doing like a peace mission, and there was like the rebels in Somalia or one of these Congo countries or something out there, and they were trying to defend the positions, and they got their asses handed to them by these African rebels.
No shit.
Yeah, so the Chinese had the Navy out there as well. So whenever the Chinese Navy captures pirates, there's like not a whole, we're going to arrest you, we're going to detain you, we're going to set a court date, and you're going to defend yourself. No, it was like, all right, we're going to arrest you, we're taking you in, we're going to execute you, you're done, you're a pirate.
Damn.
It was like that simple. Which kind of not a bad policy in some sense.
Seems like we're enacting that now.
I'm not opposed to it entirely. I don't know if you're killing people out there doing bad stuff. It's a fine line. Come on.
Right. I mean, I guess it just depends on the intel that they're getting about what's on the boat.
I mean, Artie, if you were a pirate killing people out there,
Oh yeah, you gotta go.
did they deserve it? I guess I mean,
Yeah, if you're killing people, you
I
gotta
mean-
go. You deserve.
I mean, if you were Johnny Depp-esque and with eyeliner and a tricorn hat, and
he's a good guy.
I know that's what I'm saying. If you're like Johnny Depp, Pirates of the Caribbean, we might give you a pass. Stud like
Right.
you, you know.
Yeah, you can work with them.
Yeah, they're funny.
He drinks rum. he buries rum at islands just in
Okay,
case.
so a little bit of trivia, and I'm stupid for trivia. If you know me, I know a lot of information. It's the most worthless information in the world, but it's fun to know. So Admiral Nelson, savior of the British Islands, and the admiral. You know what I'm talking about, right? Admiral Nelson.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know much about him. But is he like Cook? Is he like John Cook?
Probably like a bigger figure than John Cook.
Okay, he's not
Like-
just a whiskey.
He's like he saved the English Isle from invasion. Like he was a master admiral of the sea, and he fought battles in England or in Egypt against the French.
What's that noise?
I don't know.
The water?
It's like a rocket ship going off. Freaking NASA.
The air?
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, está bañando.
Ah, bueno.
Yeah.
Se está listando para la pelea.
Oh, I see. So Admiral Nelson was a very famous guy. And so when you go to the liquor store, there's a thing called Admiral Nelson rum.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So they,
Like Captain Morgan.
yeah. I don't know if Captain Morgan was a real person. We should look that up here in a second. But Admiral Nelson was a real person. He was a real admiral. He was killed in a battle where he was just, cannon shot wood, and he was just cut down by the artillery and whatnot. So,
Oh shit. Sir Henry Morgan.
I'll have to look that up now. Captain Morgan, and was he real? So, anyways, I don't know what battle it was. I don't know the specifics anymore. I read about this, but when you die, when you're an important person and you die at sea, they don't bury you at sea because you're important. And Admiral Nelson being beloved by the English, by the British, because he saved England from the invasion, and he won all of his sea escapades. You like my
Your sea lingo?
and so what they did is they'll usually put you in a barrel of some form of alcohol or something to pickle your body.
What?
And because something about, I don't know if he chose to use rum or if they used rum because that's all they had, because they would take rum to trade and all that. And alcohol lasts longer on sea, it won't go rancid. So they had a barrel of rum and they stuffed him in the rum to pickle his body to bring him back to England to bury him.
That's wild. That's
So
wild.
now you have
Named it.
Admiral Nelson's rum. Okay, Captain Morgan. Yes, Captain Morgan was a real person. Sir Henry Morgan, 1635 to 1688, a famous Welsh privateer. Do you know what a privateer is? So when you, say America goes to war with Mexico. Now we have our Navy that would blockade the Mexico's finest Navy armada. But what they would do is they would pass edicts or laws saying that anybody that wants to be a privateer for the American nation can go and do so, meaning that you can go and act like a pirate against your enemy's ships, go and raid them, invade them, rob them, and sink them, and steal their commerce, and you'll not be tried as a pirate because you're aiding the American nation. So that's why there's actually the word privateer.
The
It's
enemy of my enemy is my friend.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So if Artie has a ship and Artie wants to already wants to help America, but he wants to make money. He's like, well, America's at war with Mexico, so I'm going to go be a pirate against Mexico, and America's going to be good with it because I'm helping our country, and I'm going to make money off of all the stuff I steal from them, and I'm going to kill a couple of them while I'm at it. That's privateer, essentially. So, yeah, so he was a professional privateer, and he was a buccaneer. He played football.
Gotcha.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I bought that for a sec.
Who raided Spanish colonies in the Caribbean for England, became wealthy, was later knighted and appointed lieutenant governor of Jamaica, the basis for the popular rum's brand image. All right.
Is he buried in Tampa Bay?
He was born in Wales.
He's Welsh.
Well, he's Welsh. And they talk
So he's
weird. He
British.
traveled the West Indies, Jamaica in the 1650s. Career. He led successful, often brutal raids against the Spanish settlements, acting as a privateer, essentially a government-sanctioned pirate. Thank you. Rise to power. He became rich from his exploits. Probably got a lot of tail. He's like, arr, we raid for riches and glory and fine
Booty.
tail.
And booty.
Booty. Oh, and after attacking Panama, was arrested by English, but later released, knighted by King Charles III, and made deputy governor of Jamaica. Oh, that's interesting. His legacy exploits in the Caribbean formed the basis for Captain Morgan Spice rum brand, though the iconic image is a stylized version of the real man. So he didn't look like that with the cape and everything, with his leg on a barrel?
I mean, it kind of looks like that.
Maybe. I don't know. You have to see these pictures of him side by side. This is kind of like...
It
can still
doesn't look
pass.
very friendly.
Okay, I bet... Here's the black and white.
He's got
Looks like it was done by a kindergartner, maybe.
Right.
Maybe a fifth grader.
he's got boobies.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. He had a mustache.
A mustache. Yeah.
A mustache. Okay, here's the AI version of him. That looks like... Who does that look like? That looks like that actor. What's his name?
Legolas.
Yeah! It looks like Legolas. Wow, that looks glorious, man. I'll drink to you, sir. Way to conquer the Caribbean. I hope you got that tang. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we're... That was interesting. That was good. Yeah, I learned a lot. Mexico's a narco nation.
Yeah.
I hope Venezuela opens up. I will pay for us to go to Venezuela. We will abandon everything we have here and go to Venezuela.
Have fun.
No, you're gonna go with me. Get your passport now, dude. It is wonderful, and I love it. And
I got my passports ready.
dude, Colombian and Venezuelan Spanish is so beautiful.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, I love it. Ugh. I can't say what I want to say because it's inappropriate.
YouTube would not approve.
No, YouTube would not approve. But it's wonderful. It's beautiful. I would go get a bungalow down there. We're gonna go. So if Trump, if you help him out, thank you, sir. I salute you.
Mar-a-Lago, we're opening in Mar-a-Lago, Venezuela.
I will go work as the bartender down there. I love you, sir. Thank you for that. Okay, going on. Okay, so marijuana is classified as Schedule 3. I hope there's benefit. I hope there is. I hope they can research it fully now.
I wonder if there's any correlation between that and like medical care, kind of what's going on. They want to be
Maybe.
like, oh,
So this is a really good segue. So, Artie, I don't know if you know this. I self-diagnose and self-medicate myself as needed. Not like opioids, nothing like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I know you don't do heroin
But, like,
or oxys.
I'm very known for, like, well, this kind of hurts. I'm going to go down to Mexico and I'm going to get me some antibiotics and some pain medicine and something topical, for the itch. And like my tooth had gotten infected and I was like, yeah, I need antibiotics. I'm going to go get some penicillin. Then I'll make an appointment with my dentist and I'll go. And they're like, yeah, that was infected. Like, but it was good, right? You're like, you're an idiot. But yes, finish taking what you can take and you'll be fine. And we'll extract. I'm like, great. I'm great.
They pulled it.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
It was a while back.
Okay.
I was helping them pull.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was digging. I was like, this is great. You want pain medicine? No, it's fine. Let me see that little sucker and wedge it out. It was kind of gnarly. She was tripping out on me.
They're like, estos americanos son muy locos, pero
That's probably what they say. It's like,
muy fáciles de
I
trabajar.
viene el pendejo con los calcetines. 'Cause I always wear my South Park socks that they love. And so,
Hey, el Carmen.
so recently, I've been onto this whole thing about how to fix yourself. Like legit fixes. Non-narcotic, non-prescription stuff to fix your stuff. Not like marijuana, not like ayahuasca, nothing like that. Nothing crazy like that. Not mushrooms, but I've been getting into peptides.
Oh yeah.
And it's hard to get a prescription for pharmaceutical grade peptides, but there's research quality peptides available, and you can buy all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of bro science, Musclehead on Reddit. Bro, I was doing like a 300-pound bench press, and I took my BPC 157, and I feel no pain, bro. There's like a lot of bro science on it, but in between all the bro science, you actually find good literature, good links. You find people that are related to the medical institute and be like, you should really try this, and you should really try it this way. And because medical people can't tell you what to take and what to do because they're licensed on the line, they leave like breadcrumbs and you follow it. So I've been doing peptides in them. And the way it started was my long fallen friend, Sam. He, I was doing like a jiu-jitsu with him one day, and he's like, sweet cheeks, you're coming out too hard, chill out. And I'm like, nah, dude, I'm just excited to fight. And he's like, okay, and he broke my wrist. And so I started.
Broke your wrist?
Well, yeah, we were screwed around. I deserved it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, come on, you know.
How'd he break it?
He did a triangle and he just cranked it over until it couldn't crank no more and he just popped it. Yeah. I deserved it. I'm like that little kid, like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and like, bat, 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 bat. And he's like, do you give up? I'm like, I'm not gonna tap out. You're not gonna choke me out. You're not gonna choke me out. I'm gonna fight you still.
Well, there goes training for 2 months. Jeez.
Yeah, that's
Thank
what
you,
happened.
Sam.
So yeah, I was an idiot. So
Was
and
it
even
before or after
so-
competition?
Before it was
Okay,
wait, it
gotcha.
was like
Oh, it was a
my
while.
first attempt. So yeah, this is
Gotcha.
like a while back. But I had like a CrossFit competition like the next week. But so he pops it right,
Yeah.
and and everybody, the whole gym, the whole dojo, they all stopped because it was like a big, like real distinct pop, and everybody just stops and looks. They all like froze. They're like, what was that? They like everybody knew what it was. They're like, who just died? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. Like, I'm just like, no, I don't feel a thing. I'm good. I don't feel a thing. And my whole wrist, my whole head was already swollen up. And
Oh,
you
God.
could feel the heat coming off. And I'm like, nah, dude, let's keep going. I'm good. I'll get you. Like, I swear to God. And he's like, and poor Sam, he was like, are you sure? Because that doesn't look like, no, dude. I swear to God, I'm fine.
shit,
And so we went for like another 5 minutes, and we're like fighting, and I can tell he's easing off, and so we stopped. I was like, oh, that was really great, man. He goes, are you okay? I was like, no, it really hurts now. And he's like, yeah, dude, that doesn't look good. I was like, because like it like swelled instantly. It turned red, and I called up a nurse friend and go to my nurse friend's house, like, put it in a bucket of ice and water and see if we can get swelling go down, and went on from there. But I started around a peptides back then. There's 2 peptides specifically for like joint and muscle.
The collagen?
No, it's a peptide.
Like an actual straight peptide.
Yeah, BPC 157, and the other one is
You get it online or what?
yeah. And so back then I was a bit of a wuss, so she would inject it into me. So now, like recently, now my hips gotten better and all that, and I was trying to get back in the gym, and my body was just hurting, like a level of hurt I haven't felt in a while. I was like, what am I gonna do? This is horrible. And so I was like, I ordered peptides before. I wonder if that's still a thing. And one thing left to another, and yeah, I've been taking different peptides, experimenting with them, different doses, and just injecting myself every day, and ordering like bacteriostatic water, DMSO, stuff to mix them with and cut them with, and being very careful about how I do it, and just go buy insulin needles and just shoot myself up. You know, I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. It's not like, ugh, I'm good, dude. This is not illegal. No, it's all subcutaneously, so you put it under the skin of the fat.
Oh,
your body
nice.
fat. And so I usually just do it like in my belly right here, or like my love handles.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. Like,
How did that work for you?
so I did a round of tesamorelin, which is like helps you burn visceral fat, and it's like HGH kind of thing. And I didn't know if I felt anything for the tesamorelin, but I took the I gotta look up the names real fast. I know which ones I was taking. I just, like I said, I gotta look up. Oh, the crickets! Oh, there's a cricket
We're
in here.
talking
Whoa! Oh, well now, sir. Oops, I don't want to lose that. Let me pull this up real fast because it blows my mind enough that it's worth sharing. Like, and I'm not a medical doctor. What you do is your deal. It is what it is, right? And so I'm trying to figure out this order because this one website I use, they don't take credit cards, and so you have to
Like Venmo them or something?
yeah, kind of like that, and that's cool.
Bitcoin?
There's one called a Wolverine stack, and it's 2 peptides you take together. I don't know if you should mix it. Oops, that didn't. Nothing came up there. Let me see if I can pull up. TB 500 and BPC 157. One's like more of a muscle kind of recovery, and one's like a joint, and there's a reason for it. You know, like there's a reason for these names or what they do. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a pharmacist. Like, I don't know how to get you the depth of it, but my body was going through soreness and pain, like joint pain, and I started taking it, and within days, like within, I don't want to say a day, but within days, it's like one day I'm like at the gym, like, hey guys, I'm back, let's do this, like, and like, oh dude, it doesn't hurt, I'm good, like pain gone. And so I went through a month cycle, and I was like, okay, I won't take it for a month, and then I'm gonna take it for a month again and see like the difference in how I feel.
Right.
So I'm actually trying to order more now so I can take another month of it.
Okay.
And then there's another one called, it's like an estrogen antagonist. It's called Shlu. This one's really interesting. This one is super interesting. PP332, and nuts. Like, it's supposed to help you like get more intense workouts, and you don't burn out, and you don't get winded.
Damn, that sounds awesome.
They
I would try it.
call it like exercise in a pill, but I take it I inject it because like you don't take the pills because your stomach breaks a lot of it down and you just don't get the benefit from it.
Yeah.
So I started injecting on this, and I was unsure about this peptide. I'm like, weird. Like, what am I supposed to feel? Is like, are you supposed to be like Popeye? You get it like, da 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 da. You know what I mean?
Spinach.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. But I was at the gym one day, and I was going through the workout, the Metcon, where you're doing cardio and weights and you're moving, and I'm like, is this stuff working? And I'm all just like, you know, when I work out, I'm a retard. I have that song in my head. You're the best. You're the best. And while the
Karate
music,
Kid style.
yeah, while the music's going on in my head, I'm exercising. I'm like, oh, I wonder if this works. Like, I'm usually like really winded by now, and I'm not sure if I'm feeling the results of it going running. I'm like, I'm just not sure. Like, and then like it kind of hit me. I'm like, I'm not winded. Like, I'm not winded. I usually at this point I'm like dying, and I'm like not dying. And so now I've noticed when I take it, like I go to the gym, I'm like, oh, today's gonna suck. And when the suck kicks in on the workout, when you're dying, it's like it doesn't suck so bad. Remarkably,
Interesting.
like
It doesn't suck as much.
like sometimes it doesn't suck bad at all. You feel it. It's weird. It's not like taking coffee and you're like, oh, nothing like that. It works.
Interesting.
So I'm getting some new ones that are recommended. and for in terms of mitochondrial health.
Yeah.
So I'm really like stoked to try these out.
Yeah, man.
And they're peptides. They're not. It's not like opioids.
Right.
It's not reuptake inhibitors. It's not anything synthetic. I mean, it's just peptide. What's a peptide? Small piece of amino acid.
Organic matter.
A very specific protein piece that turns on certain things or interacts with certain reactors. And there's a lot of science online about this. It's the science behind it is a lot smart, is a lot more next level than probably what I can explain, but it works. I mean, in my experiences so far, it's been working, and it's been working remarkably. So I don't know, man. Like,
Gracias,
that's
carnal.
nice to you, sir. But I don't know. There's legislation to make buying peptides illegal. You can't buy peptides like pharmaceutical grade,
Right.
but there's research grade available. And a lot of companies have certificates that they're tested and that they're good. And yeah, the certificates be faked, but the 2-3 peptides I've already been taking have kind of been an eye opener to me. And so I'm really trying to read the literature and get through the bro science. So I'm trying to get through the weeds and to find some good information on it, like because you have to mix it yourself, you have to dose it yourself, and I'm trying to get like some solid numbers of what to do and how to do it and how much. But my experience up to now from the last 3 months when I've been trying it, mind blowing.
Interesting.
And so now I'm really excited about trying some of these mitochondrial affecting peptides, because we're talking about stuff like your body runs more efficient. Talking about reversing glucose sensitivity. They're talking about the way your body breaks down the glucose and fat, and just the overall efficiency, the way your body used to work when you're 17 years old and you wake up and you had a boner in the morning, because it's fixing cellular mitochondria. And that's kind of the fire engine of the engine of the whole machine, right? So I'm really excited to try these for a number of reasons. And I don't know. Somebody listening to me could be like, dude, you're an idiot. But the 2 that I've tried so far has blown my mind. Or the 3, I guess the Wolverine stack is 2. But it's blown my mind significantly.
Yeah, man.
And
Seems like something to look
So
into.
for about a month's supply, roughly 3 to 4 weeks, depending on your dosage, it'll cost you about $100 to $150.
That's not bad, man. That's really
And
not.
so, yeah. So if you want to take it for like a couple of them for a month or a couple of months, the 4 I'm buying right now is going to cost me $500, but it'll be about a month's supply. I'm willing to cycle on it for a month or 2, see if I get really good a feel for it, and then cycle off of it and cycle back on. And if it's going to cost me $400 or $500 to have like really long lasting, real results, it's worth the money. You're not going to the doctor. It's forcing your body to fix itself on a cellular level. That it's not a statin, it's not a Band-Aid, it's not a drug with a side effect. And I could be talking out of my ass, but if it's what it says it is, and if I feel if it works the way I feel it's working, like, why would the FDA and the Congress make it legal? So
Because
why?
it works. They want you to take the pills and go to your doctor.
Because there's so much money in being sick.
Yep, exactly.
And I'm a believer in science, and I'm a believer that you need a good industry to give you good medicine, because there are people that need it. I mean, there's some illnesses you need medication. It's true. There's some legit harsh stuff out there. I'll never take away from the miracles of pharmaceuticals, the miracles of doctors, what they do. But at the same time, if there's these things that exist that don't have side effects, and this guy says side effects are just effects. Why do we call a medication side effect a side effect? It's not a side effect. It's just the effect of it. Yeah, you don't.
Possibly because it's not the effect that you're aiming for. It's just extra.
But it's okay. It's an extra effect, but it's still an effect.
Right,
It's
'cause
not
you're
a
not gonna
side
take a
effect.
pill and
It's
end up like you don't want to take a pill and have
So-
suicidal thoughts.
so if this pill prevents your crotch from itching, but you're bleeding from you're anally bleeding, it's like, okay, well, side effects anally bleeding. Well, that's not really a side effect. It's just an effect of the pill. Yeah, you get rid of the crotch itch, but by the way, you're going to anally bleed. It's just one of the effects. I kind of liked how he explained that. It's like, why do you call it side effect? I mean, if it happens, it's one of the effects of the pill. So you're talking about something that has minimal. I mean, I don't know the side effects or the effects of peptides, but I haven't had any side effects, and they say they don't have these counter side effects, especially if you're already not on medication.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, all I can say is that do you want some more?
No, I'm good. But before I forget, you mind throwing on that fight?
Oh yeah, fight night. So I don't know, man. Like, all I gotta say is like, I don't know, this peptide thing.
There's something to it. I mean, there's so
I mean,
many people.
Have you
swear by it.
heard of peptides being able to take peptide before? I mean, I didn't know
Not the shot ones. Like I haven't looked
So,
into that. Just the
when my
oral.
wrist went out bad. Somebody at the gym mentioned to me, well, you could take these peptides, get like horse peptides, and so they were like horse peptides, and you've been using them on horses for a long time when a horse breaks something. So if you're telling me you have something that fixes horses, and a horse is a bovine animal that's 1,000 pounds that carries around tons of weight and pulls wagons, and in labs it works on animals, and you're telling me we have this, but for some reason you're not testing this on humans. Why? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if it has a lot of potential for humans, what the hell is wrong with us? I know, like I say, I know the pharmaceutical complex is a lot of money, and I know, like, it's just crazy to think about. You know?
I mean, yeah, it goes along with. I mean, the reason that you mentioned is there's business in ailments. It benefits the structure of.
The moral of the story, folks, is don't self-medicate without talking to your doctor in an environment that's safe and secure and protected. I'm not telling you to do that, but
Consult your physician.
okay. You know what? Don't be afraid to take your health in your own hand and do healthy stuff. Eat healthy, stay active,
Do cardio.
and if you find something that has real results that don't have any side effects, don't be afraid to slowly stick your toe in the water. Was that a good way of saying it?
I mean, I guess it is.
I mean, I cannonballed it, but, you know,
a little bit.
I'm stupid. Again, like I said at the beginning, I am stupid. Okay, here we go. We're going to put the fights on. There's fights going on. Here we go. I'll give this to you, sir.
Thank you, good sir.
Because, you know, again,
And I'll keep it muted. Don't worry.
Okay,
We
'cause
won't
I'm
get too distracted here.
I was like, what? Tecnología? How does that little thing control the TV? Where's the little man changing the channel? What? I need a bigger TV, and here's what I need, huh?
I mean, that one that you had in the living room would have been dope, but no, this works great. Oh, it's going down.
All right, folks. Oh, this is still not charging fast enough. I don't know what to do. Sad.
Oh, we got the national anthem going. I assume they're going to do the English one too.
I'm trying to figure out what to do about the volume. Okay, so we got the fights going on. Yeah.
Yeah, we're watching the main fight to
Yes.
the Anthony Joshua Jake Paul card.
Yeah.
It's too bad we're not streaming this live.
I'm gonna be the guy that says loud noises.
Loud noises.
Yeah, I love lamp. No.
I love carpet.
Oh, look at. I've never been to a big fight like this. I don't know what it's like, but I'd be interested to go.
I'd rather do that than go to Venezuela.
No, you have to go to Venezuela before you can say that. But you know,
Have you been to Costa Rica?
I do like that they get pretty girls to sing the national anthem. It makes me feel American. Makes me feel like I should eat a hamburger right now.
She's not bad.
She's, I'd give her an 8, 9.
You're generous. You're very generous.
8 or 9. Come on. Okay, I'll give her an 8. I'm going 8. 7, 8.
We're going down. We're on. You're being honest.
I keep on looking
good.
up because they did a close-up shot there. But maybe she's nervous. She's in front of a lot of people.
True.
You know what I mean? But okay, so who's fighting tonight?
So we've already gone through the main card, most of the card. I was looking over results, and apparently Anderson Silva knocked out Tyron Woodley earlier in the evening. Right now,
Anderson Silva fought tonight.
he fought tonight and knocked
What?
the dude out. Yeah,
No,
knocked out a really good guy.
no.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known that Silva.
We can watch it after this is done.
Tail and tape.
I mean, we could go back if you want.
Wait. Oh, Jake Paul, the YouTuber.
Yeah,
No, the YouTuber.
yeah, he's gonna get knocked out. I think.
Okay, so this
this is
YouTuber,
real.
Jake Paul, he does good stuff too. He uses money to
It's from philanthropy.
yeah, he does philanthropy and all that, and he's sensational, and that's fine. He's sensational. That's part of the game, YouTube and all that.
Yeah, I think Logan is a little more on
Yeah.
the sensational side, but they do use their money for.
They do, and good for them for doing a lot of good philanthropy. But he has a guy that does hypnosis that works on him.
like Tyson did.
Yeah, the Jake Paul to build him up and
Yeah. Get him
Mark Mezzle or something like that.
headstrong
And I think
to
this
take
is,
you on.
yeah. So I think it's Jake. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe who's the guy that fought Tyson?
It was this guy. It was
Yeah.
Jake.
Okay.
But
So
apparently that was an exhibition fight. So
Yeah.
look, this kid is no joke. And
it's boxing. It's not MMA.
right.
Or is it MMA? It's an MMA
no,
fight.
this has been a full boxing card.
Oh, okay. So I follow the guy that hypnosis that does the work on him that you're gonna keep going. Like his stuff is pretty cool to see. Mark Mezzle or something like that. Like that guy, even just like when he talks to motivational about being successful and all that, like you get jammed, you get energized hearing it.
Get jacked up.
You get jacked up on it. And anybody that has a positive message like that, I'm all for it because there's never enough. You can never hear enough positive messages to get out there and go kick ass. You know?
Yeah. I mean, every little bit helps.
Yo,
Get the
absolutely.
body right, get the brain right. Why not?
Although I've been watching all the videos on how to hypnotize people. I want to learn how to do that.
Interesting.
I'll be like, Artie, bam. Maybe you'll be my guinea pig. Maybe you'll let me try. You will let me try to hypnotize you.
All right, but you don't do anything crazy.
I'm not gonna make you a chicken running around nude outside.
No Epstein shit.
I was like, Artie, when you wake up, you're gonna feel like your clothes is on fire, and the only way for you to put your clothes out is running up and down the street. Ah!
Out comes Eric and kicks my ass.
Oh my god! Did you ever watch the Cinderella story about that boxing fight, that the Cinderella man?
Oh yeah, freaking
With,
Russell Crowe.
Great
So
movie.
good. Great
So
movie.
good.
Love that.
Braddock. And true
It was
story,
Braddock,
dude.
Yes, he's a beast.
Dude, the bulldog. Such a good
Crikey.
story.
We're gonna
So-
fight some blokes today.
Okay.
All right.
True, legit question right now.
Yeah, talk to me.
First of all, do you like my booms I got for the mics?
I'm really digging
Are
them.
you digging them?
I like how solid they are. I can swivel them a little more without being concerned that it's gonna fall down.
No vibration or anything like that. I'm worried about the. I need to get a new connection. I'm worried about the power. I hope it stabilizes right now. But
What
anyways,
percentage you at?
3.
We gotta plug that in, bro.
It is plugged in.
Is it not charging?
I guess not. I don't know, man.
Where's?
It's over there. Maybe it's the little adapter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
Which line is it?
It's. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want this to die.
I
mid-show.
just don't know, Artie.
Let's
I'll-
check it out.
I'll
You don't have
switch
to
it up.
pause. Yeah, I can.
Time out while I figure out the
Power.
Power. Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna figure this out real fast. I love wavy lays.
Wavy lays are good.
Oh my god. Okay,
Wavy lays.
Jake Paul fighting. Okay,
Are we back on?
yeah, we're back on.
All right, we're back.
We are back. We are live.
Back, baby.
Back, season 2. We're gonna call this episode 1, season 2.
Let's do it. I'm gonna stand a little bit if that's all right.
No, that's quite all right.
Much obliged.
It's your world. You can do what you want. Okay, quick question. If I said I'd give you $1,000, would you go get a professional boxer?
Fighting? Not 1,000. The damage could be more costly than that. $1 million?
10,000.
Nope.
What is Jake Paul making for this?
A few million, probably.
Okay.
Especially since the Netflix deal. He's
Okay.
making at least 10 million on this.
Minimum $1 million. I said, Artie, you need to go in there for $1 million, and you have to make it at least through one round.
Just survive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Well, who's the fighter?
I don't know who's fighting right now.
Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua?
Okay, you're in there with Anthony Joshua. Wow, look at that. You're in there with actually Joshua, and I said you have to survive a full round at least to make $1 million. And if you make it to round 2, I'll give you $2 million. You wouldn't block and weave, try to make $1 million for the first round, $2 million for 2 rounds.
Can I run?
Yeah, but what if he catches you, strips you or something?
Then I guess I'm out $1 million. What do I get if I lose? What happens if I get knocked out before that round's over?
We'll give you a consolation prize of like $500.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, consolation prize of like $500,000.
No, that $1 million needs to be a consolation. I gotta make sure that I can take care of my health.
I mean, we're not gonna pay you just to go lay down and wow, he's really going on. Look at his shades and everything. Very
Yeah, he's doing a whole-
Hulkamaniac.
Hulkamaniac.
Oh yeah, the Jack is in Hulkamaniac.
Yep.
So okay, consolation prize for stepping in the ring and trying to make it around to 500,000.
No.
But if you stand, how long's the round? 3 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes, you get $1 million, but you have to try.
What if I beat him?
Then it goes up significantly. It's like legit.
I mean, there's no way that I would beat Anthony Joshua in a fight, but no. I feel like the damage could be. Have you seen the worst case scenario of someone getting messed up in a boxing match? They turn into Kati.
Well, I know they get all swollen face and all that stuff, but like, what's the worst case scenario for boxing? Like, what could happen? What's the?
You're wearing diapers, and someone's taking care of you the rest of your life.
Okay, I got my phone here. We're gonna Google this.
People die in the ring, bro.
In boxing?
Absolutely. More people have died boxing than in MMA.
Okay. We're gonna ask Google just because we can. What's the worst that can happen to you in a boxing fight? Pro? Should I put pro? Pro. Okay. Did you mean what's the worst? Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't spell right, Google. Jeez. Didn't realize my grammar teacher. Or no. Okay. The worst outcomes in a professional boxing fight involves, are you ready? Severe physical and neurological trauma with the most extreme consequences being death.
There
But
you
it's
go.
only death. The most dangerous injuries include, okay,
Did you not see Rocky 3?
brain. Okay,
Rocky IV?
you could have brain injury, obviously, concussions, intracranial hemorrhage. I mean, we all get that once in a while. Spinal cord injury. I'm assuming if you fall wrong. I mean, death, but you know you're gonna get
If
there
he
anyway.
dies, he dies.
Yeah, how's he say? If he dies, he dies.
I will break you.
Other serious, though less fatal injuries include broken bones like a jaw, rib, or hand, severe facial laceration. So you get a couple cuts to the face, requiring extensive reconstructive surgery, detached retinas, permanent vision impairment. Okay.
Look at Mickey Rourke, bro. It did not end well for him.
No.
I mean, that's why his face looks like that. It's from boxing. He was an actor, got famous, started boxing.
Really?
Got messed up.
Look at Jake. So is Jake Paul trying to like make a career out of this? What do you think? Like, I didn't. He's like really tatted up too.
First round, you're just filling each other out, seeing what the distance looks like. Dude, he's
You know-
significantly bigger than him.
He is significantly bigger, but look at him. He actually, Jake Paul. He must be training. He actually looks like a boxer. The way he's moving, the way his stance. He.
Oh,
Wow, that was a good hit.
yeah. If he keeps moving like this, he's gonna gas out. Especially since he's so, like they weigh the same, but he's like bottom heavy. You know what I mean? He's a little stocky.
Yeah.
And Joshua seems to be a little more conservative
control,
with the
yeah.
movement. And what
Whoa,
is
they
that?
went down. They went to
This
the
is
ground.
not an MMA fight. What are you doing, dude?
Well, Jake Paul's not a professional. Let him be.
I mean,
So, these are probably super not healthy for you, but Lay's wavy chips, there's something legit about them. They're so good.
they're gluten free, so I'm
And,
good.
and I like the rippled ones. The rippled ones are like legit. No, Jake Paul, he's carrying himself pretty well, though. I mean, he's slowing down the fight by doing what he's doing, but he actually looks like a fighter out there. Look at him. He doesn't look bad. Now, granted, the other guy, Joshua, very controlled, very smooth, not burning a lot of energy.
Why is he not throwing? Joshua's not throwing the way he would normally.
Really, I don't know how he fights. Surprisingly, I don't watch a lot of boxing. It's never been my jam. Do you watch a lot of boxing?
No, more MMA.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way. I love the excitement of MMA when they actually throw down and they don't dance around.
Yeah, I get some jujitsu in there.
It's just exciting. So is that his brother there? That guy that looks like him on the side that has like the
What's he wearing?
frosted tips there on the ground and the black shirt?
Let's see.
It kind of looks
Oh
like
yeah,
Jake
that is
Paul.
him. That is his brother, Logan. He's
But-
coaching him through it.
Oh wow, they even do sponsorships on the ropes. Look at that. The top rope is KFC. The second one is Credit One, and they really cash out everything they can put names on. Oh, okay. Okay. Jake Paul boxing fight, second boxing fight.
No, this is like his 5th or 6th fight.
Is it more for publicity, for getting YouTube views, or is it like something legit?
I think he's trying to be a legit fighter, but it's kind of hard to call him one considering the way that Mike Tyson fight went. It was very tap. It was more like sparring.
Well, okay, and then like Joshua, the boxer Joshua Trout, and Mike Tyson, these people, they've been fighting their whole lives.
Yeah.
This is not like something they just picked up one day.
No, yeah, like
It's a
Austin Trout
lifelong thing.
trained since he was a child.
Yeah, like when he was young, cardio, bike riding, running everywhere, just to get a little bit more cardio. So I don't know. I mean, how old is Paul?
I think he's 28.
Is he? What's his name? It's
Jake.
Jake. Okay, Jake Paul. Age. Stats. I don't know. Age. I'm gonna put age and stats. So we're watching the Netflix fight. Jake Paul and Joshua. I don't know what Joshua's first name is. Anthony Joshua. Joshua looks good. He's like really smooth. Look at him. You can tell he's reading him. Very in control. Very just like, and look at that. He just whips out a bomb. But you can tell he's in such control right now of his movements. Okay, so as of December 2025, Jake Paul is 28 years old, born January 17, 1997, standing 6'1". Wow, he's tall, with a 76-inch reach, an orthodox stance, and a professional boxing record of 12 wins and 1 loss,
Way more than 6.
with 7 knockouts and a 58 KO rate. You can tell the difference.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference. Oh, he knocked him down!
Done, bro.
Knocked him down!
Yeah. 6.
Let's see if they show the replay.
8,
Did Joshua give him a
9.
good
It's
ringer?
over, bro. Fight's over.
Dude, but he's gassed.
Yeah,
He's
got
gassed.
fucked up. That was an exhibition. He got fucked
Dude, he's gassed. But God, you could tell instantly. You can tell instantly the difference between like a professional and homeboy just walking in.
And a YouTuber.
Look at him, he's not scratched. He doesn't have a strawberry. He looks like he's just chilling. He looks like he just got done training.
He busted that dude's lip open.
Let's see if they show a replay. Who's that right there? That actress. It looks like she's famous. Who's?
Never seen her.
Do you recognize any of those faces?
No. Yeah, his lip is.
His lip is busted. Wow.
I wonder how much he got for that.
I hope they made it worth his while.
I'm sure they did. Enough for them to want to do a rematch.
What's that? Joshua? Team Joshua?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Team Mark shirts.
Do it.
Team Mark, and I'm gonna make a picture of me riding a unicorn.
Team Castle.
All right, like I was saying, I don't think anybody can walk into a ring with anybody professional, not like that. Joshua, he broke a sweat, but wow.
I know.
What do they call those girls?
The ring girl.
Wow.
The ring card girl.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah, gorgeous.
thank you, sir, who's running the boxing fight. Thank you.
Like, he's still sweating his ass off.
He gassed fast.
Yeah.
He was gassed early on when he was taking the dives, going for the legs and all that.
He was, that first round, he was just like hopping around.
He was hopping around.
His cardio was not there.
But Joshua, look at, he's sweating, but dude, he's not even like dying. He's not breathing hard. Look at him. He's just like, hey, it was cool. Thanks, guys. But I give props for Paul for stepping into a fight, and you know some of those hits that landed, they had to hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't do it.
Absolutely not. Not
Not even
boxing.
for like $1 million. Not
No.
for like an expedition like that, $1 million.
No.
Do you recognize any faces there?
No.
I don't either. I don't know.
There's a bunch of young folks.
Yeah.
Bunch of kids.
Bunch of kids.
children.
YouTubers. Okay, here's the reruns. Those aren't big hits.
Yeah, he's trying to jab his way
And
out
look
of
at the
this.
way Joshua just held him back. Dude, Joshua just held back. He didn't really. Okay, look, he took a dive. He's gassed. He's not an athlete.
Nah,
Okay,
that was
look
a
at.
thick boy.
Oh! What was that? He
Right?
didn't even jab him. He stopped right in front of his face.
I'm telling you, this is rigged.
Okay, that one might have stung a little bit right there. But there's no way you could. If Joshua went full.
That one hurt.
That one across. Look at that. Across the. Look
Yeah.
at his face. He's like, oh crap.
He seemed surprised. Like, I'm not supposed to get hit like that.
Look at it, right? Bam! Across the face on the chin.
Ah.
Dude, it's a fight. You're going to get hit. Sorry. Look at that. Joshua. I don't know. It is what it is. Look at it. It's just, it is what it is.
That felt like a sparring match on one side.
You know, Jake's going to make a lot of money off of this. He's going to get more viewers, people on YouTube and whatever. And Joshua it just shows how good Joshua, like professional fighters are. He wasn't even trying. Like, did you see that one hit on the replay where the fist stopped right in front of his face?
Yes, that's a weird look,
Dude.
man. That's weird.
Dude.
And then when he actually connected that one, and
that one, like
Jake's face, like his face was like,
well, he was on the ground. He was like, what the hell, dude? You just like,
I'm not supposed to get hit like that.
dude, you just kicked my ass. What the hell's your problem? Don't kick my ass. Yeah, okay. He gets paid. He gets paid for walking into a ring with a
If I don't kick his ass, he's gonna kick my ass.
Good for you, dude. I mean, that's cool. Like, if somebody said like you'll make some money, what's this movie here? There's a preview here.
It's,
28 years later, is that any good?
So I haven't seen the first one. This is a spin-off of that. This is
Really?
the fourth 28 movie.
I do like the 'cause what's the original movie on this?
28 days later.
Yeah, the guy wakes up in the hospital.
Yeah, that's great.
I like the idea that there's still like 28 years later, you still have to contend with zombies. That's very realistic, but I haven't seen this. I didn't see the last one either.
Did you see 28 weeks later?
Yeah.
Is that good? I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that
I've only
was
seen the first
legit.
one.
Yeah, where they're like getting together and they're finally like nuking, like not nuking, but like they're actually fighting the zombies and all that.
Oh shit! Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
watch.
Oh. Okay, well we watched the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
Eh.
Are we back? No, yeah, that was not a real fight.
Oh, we've been recording. We've been on.
Okay, cool.
I was like, surprise!
Surprise!
I don't know if you noticed, but I got Bigfoot.
Yeah, I see your Sam Squench.
Dude, okay. Bigfoot. Okay, so we talked about modern events. We talked about, mainly modern events. And I think whenever we get on here, we always start about with modern current events. That's kind of like our MO.
Yeah, we kind of missed something from today.
We caught the fight too. Good idea, man. I like that.
Appreciate
Okay.
Syria. Did you hear about Syria today?
No, what happened to Syria? Well, I know the Americans died of. Did we bomb them?
We did. We retaliated against ISIS because of those guys that got killed last Saturday, and they're saying so. The military, the U.S. government has made a statement that this isn't. We're not going to war. This is just
A retaliation.
a retaliation.
I'm not opposed to it. You know, they killed some Americans. There's ISIS out there. Yeah, we have a base out there. Why do we have a base out there? Who knows? Who knows what we're protecting? But we do send young men out there, and they're in harm's way. Okay, I get it. But send the message that, look, if we got guys out there, leave us alone. If you don't leave us alone, we're going to kill you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
and what's kind of weird is Trump wiped out ISIS, right? So this is a second iteration.
No, he didn't really wipe out ISIS. I mean, if you're talking about the pullout from Afghanistan, he had an agreement to leave Afghanistan. ISIS never really was wiped out, so to say.
But he claimed that they weren't.
Yeah, in I don't think Trump's politics are bad. I mean, he has pros and cons, but he does have a way of hyping it up. Like, we wiped them out. I killed them all. And then you have this cell in there.
Right.
Now, granted, ISIS is a bunch of small cells everywhere. Can you truly wipe them out? Probably not. Do you know what I mean? As I think Trump's been holding his tongue more than he did his first term. His first term, he was just saying all sorts of stuff. I think he's been a little bit better on this time around.
I would say the opposite. I would say he held back the first term, and now it's just been
I think he was out of control
guns
the first
blazing
term.
now.
I think he lost the election because it bit him in the ass, everything he said in his first term.
Oh, it was
But-
January 6th.
But I think the second term he came in. I think the first term was good, but I think no, that's not what I meant to say. I think the first term was good in terms of getting experience. So when he came in office the second term, he was ready with a plan and an agenda. You know what I mean? He came in, knew what he needed to do. He didn't waste any time. Got in there and getting stuff done. In my opinion, I think he's holding his tongue more because I think in his first term he said a lot more outlandish stuff. I'm the best. We're always the best. We've been the best. I killed everybody. Killed ISIS. Killed Chinese. Killed everybody. I made water. And he still says stuff, but not. I mean, in my opinion, not like he did the first time. Yeah.
I feel it's like the first term on steroids. We're 11 months in, and it feels like his first 2 years have gone by.
I think he's got a lot more done. I have pros and cons about it either way.
What are some cons?
I have mixed emotions about immigration. Do we need immigration control? Yes. Is it the best way to go about it? I don't know. I mean, should it be like Biden era where you just let everybody in? No. Do we have real problems here? Yes. Now, is doing raids, big time raids in big cities the right way of going about it? I don't know. I do have friends that are immigration guys, and they tell me that the difference in the amount of immigrants from that apprehended changed overnight. So it goes both ways. Am I opposed to the Iran thing? No. Am I opposed to like Venezuela and Mexico? Not even a little bit. Him holding his line in terms of health care and him holding his line in terms of benefits to the military and all that, good too. I mean, the military they announced today that they're issuing them essentially like bonus checks. Good for them. Now Congress should be involved in enact policy to make that payment. But the law changed during the Obama administration where the government can just make payments without Congress approval. Okay, fine. Well, at least you're cutting checks to them and these people that are in the military that probably are underpaid for what they go through. Good for them. You know what I mean? I don't fully understand the big beautiful bill. I've tried to look up like the cliff notes on it and I couldn't find it, and maybe there'll be more on that coming out. Elon Musk coming in and doing what he did. Yeah, I was a fan of that. I was. I think it's about time, and I think there needs to be more of that. Um, you know,
Have you looked into Project 2028 at all?
yeah. Project 2028 is not new, but I think that's more radical right people trying to get Trump to buy into it completely. Which their Project 2028 was pretty extreme, but
Because it seems like a lot of that has been enacted, right?
no, I don't think a lot of it has been enacted. But what do I know? Like that's the only thing I can say. What do I know? You know, and the way laws are written, I think it's not easy for somebody that's not a part of the system to understand. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand how legislation gets passed, and they add on a lot of pork. You know what they mean by pork? You add on a lot of little stuff onto it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how they add on so much pork onto legislation that senators or congressmen can get for their districts on a bill that has nothing to do with their district. You know what I mean? So I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. It's been a while since I've looked at Project 2020. I remember during the election, it was kind of a big thing. Like, oh, he's a big proponent of Project 2028. But I mean, like I say, I don't keep up with it enough right now to be able to say, like, yes, he is or no, he's not. But it doesn't seem like it because Project 2028 seemed very, very right wing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But I don't know. I think
Seems extreme, right?
It does. And it's been a while since I looked at it, so I'd have to pull it up.
So, as far as cons in regard to immigration, I do agree that we need to have a vetting process. Don't just open everything up. I want to know, like, we should be able to know, even with, like family members of mine. I'd like to know, like, what the plan is. Like, are you going to come over here? Like, what type of work are you planning on doing? What are your goals? And my issue with it is that, like, what Homeland Security is doing is they're not going after criminals or, drug peddlers. It's people who are showing up to court, people who are going to work.
Yeah. And you know what sucks about that is a lot of the same policies now are the same policies that were reflected in the last POTUS, the last president, and the POTUS before that, the president before that. So a lot of the policies have not changed. It's just the way they're enforced, and a lot of
Tactics are different for sure.
And I think it's up to each president to how they implement the current policies they have. But nobody has said this is the way we're going to fix it. Okay, immigration vetting, visas takes like 3-4 years. Nobody's come up with a better way of doing it. It already costs a buttload of money for somebody that doesn't make any money.
How do you feel we handled immigrants when they were coming through Ellis Island?
Well, Ellis Island. Well, okay, so obviously technology was different, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if like something like ISIL existed. If there was any like relative comparison to like ISIS back then versus now, right? Think about it.
Right, there weren't terrorists.
Like now, back in Ellis Island days, you stood in front of somebody. Where you from? What's your last name? McGee? It's Smith. Go through. You have a disease. You have lice. No, go through. And now it's like you apply. You do biometrics. Our system cross references in your system from your country. Did this guy commit murder? Are they a drug peddler? No. Okay, then we'll consider them. Go ahead and pass them through. Do you know what I mean? So I think technology. There's pros and cons of technology because now you can see their criminal record from another country, but it also slows it down at the same. Even though it makes it easier to fight it, it slows it down too at the same time. You know, because you look at those videos of Ellis Island, you stand in front of the guy. What's your last name? Mick? What? No. You're Smith. Go through. Have a good day.
The Godfather.
Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like, this one's coughing. He's got TB. Put him in quarantine for 2 weeks. If he lives, he goes through. They. Do you know what I mean? Like, and now it's like paperwork, background checks, X, Y, and Z. These boxes, you pay the $2,000-3,000, which if you're from a third world country, takes you year to get. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, it seems like it's a good thing now, but look at right here. Bam!
That's the one that spent him.
That's the one where, he does this thing. The guy flies into the corner, and then right across the face, right on the chin.
It was nice to see.
Just to put an end to this, the Jake Paul and
Anthony
Joshua, you could tell this was nothing for Joshua. He held his punches. He was sweating, but he wasn't bleeding. Like, you could tell he wasn't trying like hard.
No, I've seen other fights where, like, when
Yeah.
Andy Ruiz knocked him out, he's fighting his ass
Jake
off.
Paul is gassed. He
Yeah.
keeps falling, and then that one hit right there where Joshua gives it a little bit of gas across the line of the chin. The chin when Jake Paul's on the face, you saw the face. He was like, "Oh shit, you hit me!"
Yeah.
Wow.
He even said, "Oh wow."
Yeah. So, they'll make money. Hopefully they use it for good use. So immigration, I don't know, man. I just, there's good people that come to America. America's got to keep growing. You've got to keep the working class here. You've got to let people come in and replace the retiring workers. Hopefully their children go to school. If anything, revamping our education system so that people that are here get a better education, so that they go to more technical fields and advance our sciences and advances our technology versus people just coming here and going to the service industry. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Okay. So fight's over. So we talked about a lot of current events.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
What about him?
Okay, so I got Bigfoot statue. Dun, dun, dun. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm not using the mouse for that one. Artie?
Yeah.
Which cameras do I have up? Hold on.
Just the main one.
Oh, I knocked this one over. I'm sorry. That's a rookie move. Is it? It's even on. It's
Did you
on.
knock one out?
No, when I went through, I moved it. There you go. That was a rookie move. You know, Artie, hold on. I'm going to switch cameras here. This is on you. Artie, I added Bigfoot to the table here. It's a very glorious Bigfoot. It's hairy. He's got them over big arms and the big foot. You want to hold that up? Like, we have a legit Bigfoot here, and he means business. It looks like Artie on the day he hadn't shaved. Only thing that's missing is a big wang swinging around.
Dude, look at that ass.
You know, just because we get silly, my question for you, sir, is this.
It takes the nastiest shits.
So, okay, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Funny that you say that. If there is a Bigfoot, I'm not saying there is, or I'm not saying there's not. But if there is a Bigfoot, do you think there are big craps laying around the forest from a Bigfoot? And do you think Bigfoot has a big schlong just... I mean, I'm not being stupid. Like, if you look at a horse, when a horse pees, have you been near a horse when it pees?
I've seen
just
it.
Pees, and it pees.
Gallons, yeah.
And it was like, dude, are you going to stop? Are you going to be dehydrated here? Do I need to get water for you, sir? Do you think Bigfoot's any different in that sense? And it sounds stupid, but
if
like,
it was real, he'd probably know. And if he was real and wanted to hide, he'd probably know well enough to shit in the river.
it's because people that allegedly have seen Bigfoot, before they see him, they smell him. That's why in Florida they call it skunk ape, because he smells so bad. It smells like death. Maybe he doesn't like. It's not like he's out there. "Oh, I'm gonna go take a shower. Can I get the bar of soap? Can I get the Old Spice?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people always say like you smell it first, and something. Once you get that whiff of it, it's like something's wrong. So
I've never heard of that.
So that's one of the things about Bigfoot is there's like a couple of things about it, but you smell an aroma that's like death. And if you think about it, if you're an animal in the wild and you like a human-ish where your hair just grows and you just don't shed fur and your hair just keeps growing. And if it's filthy, it keeps growing you regardless. And if you go to the bathroom and you don't have TP, it's like, I'm going to go just make a little teddy bear here. You probably got massive dingleberries. Like, it's funny to say, but it's true, right?
Right.
So just think about that. How do you think that would smell? How have you ever gone like a day or 2 or 3 without showering? I have. I mean, I'm notoriously known. All right, I'm out of work. It's 5 o'clock Friday. I'm gonna have a drink, and I'm not gonna shower till I have to go to work Monday morning.
Damn. Never
Do you know what I
done
mean?
that. Yeah.
And there's sometimes I'm not doing a lot. It's like I'm fine. Yeah, little. I'm like a high schooler. Get axe spray. And other times it's like, dude, I've been working outside all day. I smell like death. So an animal that lives in a wild Bigfoot that has hair that grows, you can imagine probably the aroma from it is not nice. Whatever you're eating, you got your vegetables hanging in your hair, and you have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think it's real.
So I cannot form an opinion either way. Why? Because if you take a scientific approach, you have to be able to touch it, feel it. Go like if I see you here today, I should be able to come back and see you here tomorrow. Like it's the repeatability that proves the hypothesis something's here. I've never seen it. I've never been out in the deep forest. So you haven't, but there are people that have.
Allegedly.
Now, allegedly. Okay, so oh man, I wish I can. I don't even think I have the search on it up anymore. I'd have to.
Switch it up.
Okay, so I listen to a guy named David Pelides, and I always tell everybody about him because he's super. Where's my glasses? I feel like an old man. Sonny, where's my glasses?
Where are my eyes?
Where's my eyes? So, Buddy Rich played. I listened to a lot of stuff this week. I was listening to jazz. Yeah, I was listening to good stuff. The Departed, like the
Soundtrack?
No, I was looking for the movie, like the Departed trailer.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, I was. Let me
My
see.
girlfriend drinks cranberry juice. It helps her with her period. You remember that? And then DiCaprio smashes him with the glass.
I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Have you seen The Departed?
No, I that was on my. I watched clips and I watched the trailer. That I'm like, I actually got interested. Hold on, let me see.
One of Scorsese's best, man.
I think it was too early in the week.
Let's watch The Departed.
Let me see here. Oh no, here it is. So I listened to David Pelides, and David Pelides is interesting because David Pelides, he's a modern day gentleman. He was the police department investigator. He worked HR his whole life, and so his resume tells me he's methodical and he's careful about what he does. He's written a number of books, and the way he writes his books is he presents facts to you, but he doesn't lead you to conclusion. He's not going to say, and therefore a Bigfoot exists. He just tells you, this is what we found, this is what we've tested, this is this situation and that situation. So I like to listen to his radio interviews. I like to watch his videos. I've read his books. I have a couple of his books. Super interesting, David Pelides. And if you're interested, he writes a book called Missing 411 about people that turn up missing in the national parks. I talk about him all the time. That he presents the facts of how they turn up missing, but he doesn't tell you what happened to, like how they turn, like what he doesn't give you his personal thought. It's very objective, not subjective. And you almost want to say, like, you almost want to ask him, like, I know you have an idea of what's going on here. But he says, this is this case. This is what happened. These are the circumstances. These are similarities to other cases that exist. And he's really good at that. So he has quite the resume on investigating like Bigfoot. So when I was going through this, there's a, he references somebody called Rod Sterling. Rod Sterling?
Why do I know that?
Rod Serling. So Rob Serling was a guy from the 70s. And he voiced over and narrated a lot of documentaries from the 70s. So 70s to the 80s. First-hand accounts,
Yeah.
what videos existed back then, and some of his videos were on Bigfoot. And so, and this just happened this week. Like this, I just was watching his videos this week, and so I came up with this idea, and like, hear me out on this. Like, this is just so. You and I, we've never seen Bigfoot. For all intent purposes, he does exist. But what does exist is there's a history of Bigfoot that goes back at least a century and a half. And then with the advent of video cameras that people could take, probably the first ones in the 70s and 80s. Well, I remember the 80s to 90s, the ones on your shoulder. And who knows what the 70s, I think the 70s probably had those ones that you kind of, you wound up. So there does exist evidence from the 70s at least to the 80s where people say, no, though, this is a bad film, but this is Bigfoot. I swear I saw him. So there is a consistent timeline that kind of has a consistent thread to it that hasn't gone away. This narrative that hasn't gone away, and the stories are all the same. The places are all the same. The circumstances are the same. And you're talking 30, 40, you're talking 50 years now. And that's just modern time, from the time when our parents thought about doing it and having us. And then you add on to the idea that you talk about miners from the 1800s and newsreels or newspaper clippings that say, like, these miners were attacked by the wild man that was 6 foot tall, that was hairy, and from the 1800s, from gold diggers. Now, they could be sensationalized, who knows, but there is a kind of a consistency of the stories. Take it for what it's worth. There is, like I say, there is a certain consistency and pattern that just is not debunked and hasn't gone away. Some stories have been debunked. Obviously, this guy was dressed as an ape being an idiot. But then you have other stuff like, this one is not an idiot. And then you have other stuff where, like, David Peptides was investigated a lot. Well, we went to an independent researcher who finally agreed to do a DNA analysis on the hair samples we gave him, and there's no known DNA match in the genome that we have. The collection of all the animal databases, there's no known match. But yet people want to say it doesn't exist, but we sent these in to get tested. So there is like a common thread that doesn't go away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the scientific theory, you have to make a hypothesis, repeat it, and be able to repeat it to prove the existence of it. But in the sense of Bigfoot, there's a hypothesis, and there hasn't been anything. There hasn't been anything to prove that it doesn't exist. And as time goes on, the story in the videos and the pictures continue to appear. So are you telling me there's like that many people hoaxing it? Or is there the thread of a possibility that maybe there is something about this that maybe we don't know?
Yeah, because I see a lot of, in my lifetime, I've seen a lot of evidence of what could potentially be UFOs or UAPs. Mm-hmm. You don't see that much about Bigfoot.
So, okay, I have a thing about UFO and UAPs too, and we can get into that in a second. First of all, I'm going to say one thing already for the viewers listening to us. I think we're a couple of idiots and we don't know what's going on. I'm saying Bigfoot Research Road Trip 2026.
Where?
I don't know, but it'll be in a forest where there's been alleged sightings and a shotgun for our security. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe 2 shotguns.
If he's real as shotgun, he's going to laugh.
An elephant gun. 30-06. Like, you know what I mean? And like sleeping in the truck, not sleeping out in the tent. Like if we said, Artie, we're going to go investigate this area. There's been 100 Bigfoot sightings out here. I'm not going to sleep outside in a tent that's covered with a piece of thin nylon. I'm going to lock my truck. I'm going to double lock my truck. I'm going to sleep in my truck with
the
like a
shotgun.
flashlight and a shotgun. Be like, I'm gonna be like, who's that guy? That Australian guy? I'm out in the Montana forest, searching for Bigfoot, and if you notice,
Steve Irwin.
yeah, I'm gonna totally Steve Irwin it outside of my truck or inside of my truck, looking out.
I mean, I guess.
Why not? It would be fun. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, we have drinks
it
out
would,
there.
It would be fun, and per that 1.1% chance that, did you hear that? Or what was that, dude?
Yeah, that could be fun.
It would, to me, it would make it worthwhile. It would be something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I might. That sounds
Do you know
like
what I
it'd be
mean?
Fun. Yeah.
I would be down for that. Now, in terms of like UAPs and UFOs and all that, and I mean, I always tell people I've seen lights in the sky.
Yeah.
I've seen some really strange lights in the sky.
Yeah. Same.
We live in a state that's big sky, clear nights, beautiful. I've seen some pretty weird stuff out there, and I had no clue what it was. Was it a UFO? I don't. Some of them were pretty weird. But here's the thing, though. If you take your cell phone with you, your cell phone is not made to take a video of something that's 20,000 feet above you, moving at 100 miles per, like 1,000 miles per second. Like, so people are like, why didn't you get a good video of it? Well, you only have a cell phone. You have to get special cameras with special lenses. Like a cell phone is not going to zoom in on something 50.
Bless you.
Thank you. A cell phone's not going to zoom in on something even a mile away. That good. They're not made for it. It's made for like, hey, Artie, let me take your picture. Let me get your picture of you right here. You know what I mean? So I get that the video pictures and the recordings and all that aren't good because cell phones aren't made for that kind of distance. You know? So I get that. And then I've really come to terms with this. When you look at lights in the sky, and I've spent an abnormal amount of time outside with binoculars. I have really big binoculars that have the ability to like give you really good focal clarity at distance. Not the little ones you get at Walmart that are that big and like, I got binoculars and I'm going to see what the neighbors do. No, I've got some that are like really big that has a focal capacity that is not normal and they're really expensive to try to see like further. But even those aren't made for like 5 miles up in the sky. So in the times that I've sat outside, just really intent, like I'm going to see something in the night. And I see a light from a distance and I was like, dude, that is totally random. It's 1 a.m. It's a bright light and it's like, and it might move this way, and it might move this way. And if you look at it long enough, eventually you see the signal lights. It might be the red one, the blue, the green one for starboard, or it's so far away, you have no way to say like it's not a helicopter, it's not a drone, it's not even. You have no way of saying it's not like a plane that's amazing capability, like the distance to what you're looking at versus the light and the speed. It's hard to say. And unless it's like a UFO, a disc landing in my street that you can be like, all right, mofo, that's a UFO. I get where a lot of people see weird stuff and they're not sure what it is. Well, it's so far away, you're not going to know what it is. And just because it's the light doesn't mean they're UFOs. Do you know what I mean? Like, military has some really cool jets and really good planes and even helicopters that have amazing capabilities. And when you see the light at night, that light moving fast and moving, it can look like a UFO. But I have seen that 1 in 10 kind of thing that's like, that is, if that's military, holy crap. I will say that. I've seen a couple things in the night sky that's like, there's no way in hell that's like a terrestrial craft. But
Yeah.
that's the 1 in 10 thing. And I've spent a lot of time driving on the road over the course of my life and jobs and all that if you spend enough time at night, you're gonna see something weird. I have cameras that look at my sky, and it amazes me what I see. I see tons of meteorites, and in my opinion, they're meteorites. Meteorites explode in the atmosphere, ball of light, flash, and they fade away. Now I've seen like one of the incredible things I've seen, and I had the video of this somewhere. I'll have to look it up. I have a camera facing north, and the whole horizon lights up like the sun rising, like a bomb. Like the whole horizon turns like yellow and red and glows. And this is like at 1 a.m, and then it just comes back down to a ball of light, and it's gone. I do have a couple of those things, but I have cameras looking up 24/7. Do you know what I mean? And when you get at night, you get some cool like I say, some of them are very obvious UFOs. Some of them are planes. Some of them are kind of weird. Some of, I have gotten a couple of weird videos. I'm just not sure what it is. I have a video of a transformer blowing up, and the whole that side of the horizon glowing blue green. Kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah.
If you look up at the sky long enough, you're going to see things. And they're not all UFOs, but the weird ones, I don't know how to explain them. I've seen triangular shape things that are big flying in a very smooth, quiet way that was low to the ground, and it's like that is not terrestrial.
Right.
It's just, if it were, I'd be amazed. I've seen that, but then I've seen a light. Like, God, it's hovering for a long time, and then you see it come closer. You're like, oh my God, is that like a UFO? It's really bright. Then it kind of goes this way, and you're like, oh, I see the port side light. It's red, and then you see the tail lights, and I'm like, oh, that's not it. Or I've seen the what's the other one I've seen? Venus and Jupiter. Like Venus on the right night is the brightest light. And it's weird when you're looking at the sky and there you see the brightest star out there and you're like, dude, what is that? And you see it like be with the open sky behind it. Your mind does play tricks on you where you're like, is that moving? You know?
Yeah.
And you pull up the star maps and all that. And you're like, no, that is Venus. It's not anything else than Venus. So I have mixed feeling about UFOs too. Like, do I think they exist? I think mathematically the numbers say they have to exist. Do I think? I don't know. I just, it's a weird thing. Bigfoot, it's a weird thing. People see things in the ocean. Well, the ocean's a big place and it's not fully explored. It could exist. I always think there's a room for possibility. And also with like ancient technology, people say, we had ancient technology. Do I think aliens came and taught us? No, but the earth is like how many millions of years old?
Right.
Humanity is only like what, 200,000-300,000 years old?
Yeah.
Humanity could exist on the lifespan of Earth 10 times over and we would never know of each other. So, yeah, Bigfoot, it's possible. Have I seen it? No. Could it be a bunch of drunk guys dressed up as gorillas? Absolutely. We're idiots.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take away the possibility that it could be because
Like that most famous one where he's looking back over the shoulder.
the Gimlin.
Yeah, that looks fake as fuck.
Yeah. But then you see other ones that don't.
I've never seen any other ones though. Is there anything that you can pull up here to show me that looks kind of real?
Okay, so let me see if I can.
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
Oh. I need the remote.
It's right there.
I'll look up on Peptides because he's on a lot of David Peptides. He has like a lot of interviews and he's in a lot of documentaries and people send him a lot of stuff and I just like his work. I think he's methodical. Yeah, he just has some interesting stuff. And if that's your jam, check it out. That's all I gotta say. If that's your jam, check it out. Keep an open mind about it. And yeah, so I'm gonna pull up YouTube and somebody told me something last week.
About what?
they made the comment of, "I saw it on the internet," and I was like, "Okay, so that means it's absolutely true." You know what I mean? Okay, so Bigfoot David Paulides. See, he even comes up on the search because he's just so well researched. Let me see if I can find some of them. A flash of beauty, Bigfoot revealed. Let me see if I can find something here. This is an interview on Coast to Coast about the
Coast to coast.
yeah, like Coast to Coast is pretty legit. You know, Coast to Coast has been on for a long time.
Yeah.
Art Bell and all that. Let me see if I can find the actual. Let me see if I can find one of the videos I was watching. There's just so many of them. That's the problem. There's so many of them. How do you
Can my
Choose.
dad go from
Yeah.
XL to M?
Oh, freaking!
Walking?
I need to log into YouTube on here because I always subscribe to YouTube so I don't have to watch these quirky commercials. Hold on, how do I turn the volume down?
What?
So this is the thing where they try to get evidence of DNA and all that, and oh, it's on my there we go. It was on my my Mac Mini. That's why. So let me see if I can find something for you. And people, for those of you listening, like I don't know, like you can Google it, and there's just this is here's the one you're talking about. It was Montana seems to be a big place for it. The Oregon, the Pacific Coast, the Huba Valley. He does a lot up there on that. So this is the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's.
He
the
looks
old
over his
school.
shoulder, and what is that one called? That's David Paulides there. This guy's interviewing him, and I don't know. Like, have you ever flown over a country that's all forest?
Yeah.
It's just like endless hills of green, and you have to wonder, like, is it possible for something to live in there that we would never see because there's just so much green? You know what I mean? Okay, here's one right here. So this lady's she's talking about where she's hiking and she saw something. And okay, her thing is she said it just disappeared right in front of her. Let me think here. Let me see if I can find an actual video for you. You've seen the footprints, right? I'm trying to find you a video, dude. It's such a tough thing to do because, like, you know, doggone it. Okay, I'm gonna try something else here. You made it a challenge, sir. So anyway, that's how I feel about it. What about you while I'm searching this? What's your thoughts?
I don't know. It's just the volume of evidence that's out there. It's just kind of.
It's kind of what?
I don't know. It just feels so far fetched to me that. Yeah, there are things in the sky that people see. Sure, some might be high up.
Is it possible for okay in terms of Bigfoot? Do you think it's possible for for people to fake this for like 50 years?
Yeah.
Enough people to fake it for 50 years to intentionally be like, we're gonna spoof you just to mess with you.
Yeah, there's trolls. There's been trolls for a long time.
For 50 years worth of trolls, you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's harder to troll.
Oh, look at the dog stood up.
Okay, so
There's a video. The dog stood up. Okay, they're putting the square around here. It's an old man on the porch in the forest.
yeah, I wish he would sit down.
Okay, we're gonna have to backtrack that a little bit to where the dog stood up. Is that a broom or is that an oar? Does he have an oar? Is he gonna hit Bigfoot with an oar? Okay, we're right before the dog stands up. Okay, it's in this area. Oh, do you see that right there?
Yep.
This is a tough one Cause it's like it's in a distance, like your Ring camera got the video, and it's just like really far away. That's a tough one to call. It's not really good enough for you to be like, that's Bigfoot.
Could have been a bear.
And okay, so that's some of the problems that some of these videos have, right? Oh, this is what I hate from YouTube. They make it hard to zoom. Like, let me see. Let me see if I can zoom up here. We're looking at a video of Bigfoot like in a forest, the guy sitting on the porch, and we're like, is this Bigfoot? And I don't know. It's just, that's the problem with YouTube though too, right? Like it's just hard to see. Oh, hold on, Bigfoot, come on, Bigfoot, come on, Bigfoot. There's a word for Bigfoot in Spanish too, and it's not just like patas grandes, but there is. Hold on, let me see if but there's actually a word for it. Okay, there it is. I see it. Let me zoom in. So we're trying to make Artie believer. See, like this is it right here, but it's too far away. And again, it's a Ring camera. A Ring camera's not made for distance.
Right.
How big is that yard there?
It's huge. It's a few acres.
You have no idea what that is out there, and it's not good. Like, sorry, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, see, like if I showed you that to try to convince you, that would not be cool.
Right.
But I think that's what we have a lot of. People have cell phones, and cell phones aren't made for 100-yard distance, 200 yards. And that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
I don't buy it. I mean,
I don't.
see, the thing is, because I do believe in UFOs, because I've seen one thing.
Anal probes.
No, it wasn't that far. It was something that was up close.
That's like Cartman from
South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was episode 1.
Oh my God, yeah.
So the encounter that my sister and I had, it was like 50 yards away from us.
Yeah.
So it was a glowing orb, didn't make any noise, moved really slow, like actually was just sitting there like kind of observing us until I said, because we were looking for Hale Bop when it was up and about.
Oh wow. Okay.
So this back in '97.
Oh, and you know what? I'm really thinking of investing into a 15-inch telescope because I have a 10-inch now. You can see like the moons of Jupiter and all that. It's an 8-inch. I have a 6 and I have an 8, but I think I'm going to get me the 15-inch and really make the investment to get like really good videos.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
How would you video from it?
you could buy attachments for the eyepiece.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, like Bluetooth eyepieces that connect to your laptop and all that.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, I know, right? And they're collapsible. So, anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, I think I told this story in the first episode that we did, but that was just so compelling to me that it's like there's no well, what the fuck is that, dude?
What is that?
Full screen that shit, Jamie. Oh, that's a bear.
That's like.
That's a bear.
That looks like a bad edit with like you know how Zoom you can change it. No, that's a that's a cougar, a mountain lion, a cougar, or something like that.
A Kruger.
A lynx.
Oh, that's pretty big.
But
lynx.
that's something that would eat your leg and be like, "Thank you, bro, for your leg," and you'd be like, "You just ate my leg." Oh, look at right here, bow. That's a bow hunter there. What are we looking at? So this right here, it's hard to tell, but that's a bow hunter.
So he's just in his.
What's this right here? Okay, that's still the same cat walking. Okay, we're gonna get a zoomed up pic. Oh, here's another video. I can't see if that guy's still out there, but there's a Bambi walking through the forest. It's a pretty little forest. It's very peaceful as Bambi looks for food. And it's very serene. Can you hear the birds singing, Artie?
No, it's muted.
It'll tell you where people zoom in at. There's kind of not really anything here. I'm not impressed by this video. What? Watch what we cut on the camera. You cut Bambi on the camera, mofo.
Go to that peak. You see that white peak on the timeline?
Hold on. Oh, yeah.
See why people kept watching that.
Right there, yeah. But that's where the cat walks.
It's everyone's like, oh, it was the cat. I'm like, okay.
There's just nothing.
No, see,
It's like, here's the beginning peak.
this is a Bigfoot video.
I don't know. It came on Bigfoot search. But again, it's just the injustice of like, dude, why would, like, are you trying to be a troll and be like, oh my God, look what I found? You know what I mean? Like,
American Sasquatch, myth or
oh, that's the David Paulides one. Oh, this one has mature content. Yes, I'm over 18. Oh my.
cloudy?
Oh my. Oh, this is about peptides. SLUPP 332. Because I look a lot of peptides. Bigfoot video. I don't know, like, but that's the thing with YouTube too. There's like a lot of crap on there. Stop putting crap on here, people.
A dog video.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired of looking at people's cats.
Depends on the cat.
Come on.
That's a guy.
That's the AI or something. There's no way that's how you got a video that good. Bigfoot sighting, park ranger captures. I just refuse to believe that.
Yeah, if he heard that car, he'd be running the other way.
Okay, Bigfoot on a trail cam throwing a rock at a skunk. Okay, here we go. Bigfoot. There's a blur. Look at there's a blur across the screen, and this guy's doing it on his phone. Are you ready for this? We're gonna say Bigfoot. It's coming, Hardy. There's nothing there. It's stupid. Okay, this one looks promising. Look at this right here. So
It's Smokey the Bear.
it's interesting because it looks like a hillside of a forest, maybe something in Arizona. But again, your distance is too great to distinguish what it is. If this is a 200-foot video, if this is 200 feet away, how are you going to distinguish what that is on video? And not that I'm trying to be like, I don't know, what do you call those words? What do the kids call you when you're like negative Nancy about it?
I don't know.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's bears stand up. This thing could be a bear. I mean, it could be a bear standing up. It's just, it's not okay, there
He
it
has
is.
a hat on. That's a Smokey the Bear.
Again, that's a cell phone video.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Look at that. It almost looks like there's a snout on that. But it's a cell phone video from across the valley.
That's a bear, dude.
How are you going to call? And that's my thing. Like, if you want to capture these things, if you're saying like, hey, I'm seeing Bigfoot every night, and he comes and he violates my pet every night, okay, great. If you know it's going to happen,
It tackled Jeanette.
get a decent camera and actually like try to get a decent picture about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's
Remember that one day we were at Dario's talking about Jeanette getting taken down and dragged in the woods?
oh yeah.
Ah! That was
So-
like Trump.
This is I've seen pictures like this.
I'm the biggest foot in the woods.
I'm the biggest. We have Bigfoot.
I
and
walked
they're
in
the-
here and I said,
So-
wow, that's a big foot.
We have the biggest feet in the world.
Got the
We have
biggest
Bigfoot.
feet.
They have the most hair. They smell the worst. Not like the Yeti in the Himalayas. You've got a small Bigfoot. We have the big Bigfoot.
Make Sam Squanch great again.
So I seen a lot of pictures like this where they like somebody says there's obvious a face there.
I
Something
don't see no. Oh, wait, I see it now.
There's a lot of pictures like this where somebody says, I have a random picture I took of the forest, and if you zoom in on this area, you see a face. This is actually a very common kind of
That looks like
occurrence.
a prosthetic head.
This is one of those cases.
Fucking AI.
I know. And then these are interesting. These are drones. They have drones where they're
Oh, what are these?
This is dramatization, where you have trees. This is interesting, where you have trees like going crazy like that in the forest, like if somebody's shaking them.
Like Jurassic Park?
Like if somebody's shaking the whole tree. That looks like the duck guy.
This is the Sasquatch Dynasty.
Yeah. Okay, here he is. Not that guy. Where's the other guy? You're going to see him right here. That guy looking for Sasquatch right here.
Why wouldn't, if you were flying that drone,
That guy right there. Oh, no, that didn't look like that.
half of those guys look like Duck Dynasty.
Where are the young guys that are fit that can handle this? He's got, like, why is it always older guys that are, like, not in shape? Do you know what I mean?
Finished the moonshine, we gotta do some shit.
Yeah, right. So, anyways,
Oh, the baby bear needed help.
baby bear. So, anyways, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I don't buy it. Does it mean it doesn't exist? No.
it just means
I
we.
mean, I don't
It
know
just means
everything.
we don't have compelling evidence to say, like, Artie, this is big.
Cameras have been around too long, Mark. For
Yeah, but cameras have only recently gotten better, though.
the fuck is this?
The drone ran out of battery. Oh.
Shit.
Oh, okay, so I don't know. The only way I could say you and I could figure this out, random road trips.
Let's go.
So that's a goal. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 1, season 2, we are committing to road trips in the wild.
Are we taking Jeanette?
Oh yeah. I mean she'll want to meet Bigfoot and see if everything's big.
See if he's a nice guy.
She'll want to verify everything's big. Is it really a Bigfoot, or like, is it just
Tatanka.
is it big feet and little everything else? So anyway, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what any of these videos are here. I've never seen any of these.
You know what they say about big feet? Big shoes.
Why don't they call Bigfoot tripod? Big tripod. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So anyways, that's all I got for you today, sir.
All right.
So we covered modern events, Ukraine. We saw the fighting, Jake Paul,
Cartel.
cartel nonsense,
Syria.
Syria. We didn't talk anything about movie or anything about like cultural stuff right now, like movies and all that.
No, we didn't go over Rob Reiner.
But we didn't go over Robert. I will say this, and my battery's actually charging too. Let me get my glasses on. Let me get old man glasses, folks.
Gotta get my eyes on.
I have the oldest eyes
Time
in the
for
whole world.
wheel.
They're the
wheel's
oldest
about to
eyes in the world. I've seen. Hold on. I got hooked on this, Artie. And you
Who's
could
the
tell me what you
blonde?
think about this. You could tell me how you feel about this.
Okay.
Let me pull this up. So, over the course of Kevin Costner's career,
Yeah.
I noticed he did Yellowstone, but I didn't really get into it because I was like, these people just.
How far did you get?
I never got into Yellowstone.
Try
It's
it.
like, it's the newest thing. And so, but watching YouTube shorts, I got into 1883.
That show's awesome.
That was legit.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
So
I
good.
watched it nonstop. 1883, the very first Yellowstone, like the prequel to it,
Yeah.
was legit.
Yeah, I love Faith Hill.
Oh my God, they did a great job.
Yeah.
So then that led me to 1923.
Haven't seen any of that yet.
It starts good, kind of like it goes up, it flatlines, and then it ends on a high note.
Oh, you
Like the
finished
way it
it?
ends. Yeah. I was like, wow, kind of cool. And so then I started season 1 of Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And then I looked up the family tree of the Yellowstone characters to see how they all tied in, and I like that they all tied in pretty. You
Right.
can see the
It's not direct.
lineage of like the people and the grandparents or the great grandparents and how they get to the current Duttons. And after I saw the first couple episodes of Yellowstone season 1, I got hooked and I watched it nonstop. And I just finished like last week the last Yellowstone. It kind of
Oh, you actually did the
Watch-
Kevin Costner
the whole thing nonstop.
of 23 or Yellowstone?
Yellowstone.
Oh, you did finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's hard to start, especially with Beth's crazy ass.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I got hard into it. When it ended, it went a different direction, but then, like how they do the narrative at the end about protecting the land, and it kind of tied into the night 1823. Was it 1823?
1883.
1883. It kind of the way they ended it and what they said connects to 1883. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I think it was the same person narrating from the girl from the beginning.
Oh, really?
It sounded like her.
Ooh,
But I watched it to the bitter end.
it's rough.
It was good.
It got canceled, I believe, or they had to end it
No,
because
Kevin
Costner
Costner.
had to leave.
He
'cause
didn't
got
want to
divorced.
renew or something because of Horizon or something. I don't
So
know.
he got divorced,
Is that what it is?
and she came after.
You know what I gotta say about Kevin Costner being divorced?
What's that?
Bitches. Fucking bitches. In case you didn't hear me because I was whispering, I said bitches. You know what, guys? Let's talk about this. This is a public service
Shit,
announcement
here
by
we
Mark
go.
Castillo. Guys. I have nothing positive to say about getting married. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to find the right person to get married, but I am not a supporter of this.
Not in the Western part of the world, at least.
You know what? You know what it is men all through history have been soldiers, have been protectors, have been battlers, adventurers, have been workers,
Yeah.
have been providers.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to clip their balls in 2026? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell is like? No. You know what? When you meet your partner, and that's why I refer to women now that are married. I refer to them as partners. I don't refer to them as wives. I refer to them as partners and roommates because that is the way you freaking act. If men historically through life have been wild at heart. And if you learn how to tame the wildness, you become a leader in your group, in your town, in your legion, in your region. And I don't know if it's a new generational thing where it's like, oh yeah, let me get your balls and put it in my purse. Men do not need to give up the world, their wild, their sense of adventure, their sense of awe, and conquering the world. And now, yeah, we don't have the Wild West to conquer. Yeah, we don't have new nations, new territory, new places to conquer. But that doesn't mean that wild in you to go and expand and see the world and do more and advance humanity has died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this whole idea of clipping a man to be this little wimp, this little simp,
Yeah.
no. You're the man. You have been made to lead, to protect, to be fearless,
Yeah.
and to explore, and to let that innate barbarian caveman in you out and conquer the world, whether it's a cement and urban jungle or whether it's an actual jungle with a fucking kind of anaconda trying to kill you. But that's who we are. And a man should not give that up. Ever. No matter what town, what time or anything at all. And this idea that men should be these soft, it's okay to cry and be a little ninny kind of thing. And okay, yeah, you know,
It's
I'm
okay
not,
to cry.
I'm not going to say anything about crying.
We have
'Cause
tear ducts, bro.
yeah, we have tear ducts. I'm not going to say anything about that. But to assume that we're supposed to be these soft and caring creatures all the time, history has repeatedly shown that humanity as a whole through eras, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, hell, even the cartel shenanigans last week, humanity as a whole is violent.
Yeah.
And as a man, it is up to you to protect the ones you love and yourself and do what is right and provide,
Even if it comes to violence.
even if it comes to violence.
Yeah.
Even if it means conquering the unknown and building the Empire State Building and standing on an I-beam 1,000 feet in the air. That is who we are. And a man should never give up his balls for that. And the fact that somebody think that's okay, they can go to hell. We're men. And men like to lift heavy shit. We like to walk around with sticks like we're a caveman.
Yeah.
Hell, we are still cavemen at the core we are, but now we are smart cavemen. We're evolved cavemen. We eat healthy. But at the root of it, we are these testosterone-filled beings. And even if the frontier, the new frontier is space and science, and maybe we're not there to go send people to space yet, we will get there. And it's going to be a man that gets there. Maybe some women too, because there's some butch women that will probably kick my ass. I'm not going to take that away from anybody. But if somebody thinks they're going to clip my balls or clip your balls, bullshit. That's not who we are. I don't know. That's all I got to say. Hold on. Give me something to hold here. Mic drops.
The dropped mic.
What do I got to say about that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could go into depth about that. There are definitely issues.
Yeah.
We're seeing the population dwindle. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing.
Historically speaking, it happens to the industrialized first world countries.
What, the population?
That as you get educated, as you get your balls snipped, as you become more understanding and concerned about people's feelings, I'm going to give you an example.
Germany?
No,
Okay.
no, a personal example.
Okay, cool.
This has happened to me, and don't think I'm a jackass, everybody that's listening, but you know, when somebody says like, well, you don't understand why people cry, and it's okay to cry, Mark, and I'm like, you know what, I'm a man, I'm not gonna cry, and and Artie, if you're a crier, I'm not gonna fault you for it, because you're right, we do have tear ducts, and sometimes it does hurt.
Yeah, but there's a right time and place.
Yeah, you know, I've had some friends go on before me. My father, whom I love very much. I see people go through things, but you know what? When I see people that go before me, like say my father, I take it upon myself. And I always tell myself this. I tell people this around me. A buddy of mine, his brother died. And I say, it is our responsibility as men to fulfill our life destinies. And if somebody you love has gone before you, it's your responsibility to live the best life you can for you and for that person. So I'm not going to sit here on my ass and cry when I know the person that loved me has moved on, when I know they would expect me to go live the best possible life I could. And I'm not trying to talk trash about anybody, about women or anything like that. Like I say, marriage, I'm sure it's fine for some people. And I'm sure you meet the partner you need. But guys, we are cavemen. Some of us are dumb cavemen. Some of us are smart cavemen. Because I know very, very intelligent people that, wow, are next level intelligence. And some of them still go out bike riding and go into the wild. Some of them will go hiking into the wild. Some of them loved guns and things that explode. And that's who we are. We're not a bunch of pussies that sit on the couch and talk about feelings, and that's okay too. We're allowed to be guys, and guys are allowed to be with their friends and talk about guy things and talk about girls and go work on muscle cars and go shoot loud guns. That's who we are. That's and somebody has to say, but that's okay. And maybe go get some Dale. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those good-looking guys. Obviously not me or you, but those good-looking guys. Do you know what I mean?
I do. And that's why I'm not really seeking that. Just kind of dating freely, a little casually until I find something real.
And I'm an idiot. I'm like that guy. Like, I'll go lift that up. Oh! And I poop my anus out because
You
I
prolapse.
I poop my anus out because I don't wear a belt or something. But it's like,
What?
oh dang, I need to go to the hospital. But I did it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. It's a little extreme.
You
but
if you're a man, be
yeah.
the best man you can be, and study and read and be the best you can be in every field. And if that means running out in the mud and playing rugby and hitting somebody, taking a punch to a face every now and then, that's a part of the process. And I always talk about my dad, because the guy pushed me hard, but rightly so, because I was a bad kid. I was an idiot, but he pushed me hard, and when he passed away, I didn't cry not because I didn't love the guy. I adored the guy, and I respected the man he became. I respected the man he was, and his experiences far excel mine. But you know what? I don't cry for the guy because he lived a damn good life. He drank a lot of freaking beer. He knew a lot of women. He fought in the freaking war. He did the things that men are said to do, and he came back. He started a family. He made a business, and he provided for the ones he loved. And sometimes he didn't sleep for 2 or 3 days because he was always working. But God, and I mean, he busted his gut picking heavy stuff up. He didn't poop his anus out, but he gave himself a hernia picking up heavy shit. Why? Because he's a stupid guy like the rest of us. We like to lift heavy shit up. We're freaking cavemen. And that's okay. It's okay.
I pick things up, I put them down.
Ah!
Prolapse.
It's okay. We're guys. We're allowed to.
Yeah, within the law.
Do you remember Braveheart?
Of course.
So the beginning scene where Mel Gibson finally comes back as an adult and he sees his friend, he goes, "A contest!" And this guy picks up the heaviest rock, he's like, "Ah!" And he throws it as hard as he can. He throws it over Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's like, "Oh God, thank God you didn't break my head." That would be me. I'd be the guy, be like, "Give me the biggest rock I can find." Bah! And then Mel Gibson throws a little rock and knocks him out. That would be me.
Holy shit.
I'd be
watch
that
that
idiot.
Yeah.
Or you see those movies where there's a bar fight and like, "All right, dude, you kicked my ass. Let's go get a beer, fuckface."
Dude, you need to watch The Departed.
I need
Can
to
we watch
it.
The Departed?
I was going to watch it. I ended up watching something else.
Did you finish Daredevil?
No, Daredevil's our movie, Artie.
I know. Well, no, it is. It's just not a good one. It's a Ben
I
Affleck
know.
movie, but the show, you liked what we watched, right?
I did like what we watched. Yeah. You know what I did watch recently?
What?
And Artie is our modern cultural specialist. He's up to speed with modern day stuff, and I really respect him.
Thank
Okay, so it's kind of cool what you're doing.
Thanks.
So it's really cool. Like, you look at great actors, and they follow the same path that you followed. Billy Bob Thornton. I like what Billy Bob Thornton said when that director told him, like, you're either really good or you're either a good actor or you make your own way. So you're too ugly to be a good actor. So Billy Bob Thornton made his own
Yeah.
copyrights and like Switchblade.
Yeah.
Great freaking movie.
Yeah.
Bad Santa. Great freaking movie. I watched this movie the other day called Whiplash. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Andrew Neiman is an ambitious young jazz drummer, single-minded in his pursuit to rise to the top of the elite. East Coast Music Conservatory, Torrance Fletcher, and that's the actors are. They were good actors. I really liked it. Let me see here. Oh, where's it at?
J.K. Simmons
Whiplash, like good actors.
and Rooster from Maverick.
Yes, the son of Rooster,
Yeah.
or son of Goose,
is Rooster.
and then the guy that was bald, the older man.
J.K. Simmons.
Okay, again, that is a movie that speaks to men. You're passionate about making freaking amazing music, and you play the drums till your hands bleed. You get into a freaking car accident, and you still show up to the freaking show with a bloody head because you want to be the best. And then you have the director. Who's that guy? The older man.
Oh, J.K. Simmons.
Is that his name?
Yeah, it's J.K. Simmons.
First of all,
Miles Teller.
phenomenal actor.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal, like bar none. Best actors, one of the best actors, right? And the way he played that role, did you have seen that flick?
Oh yeah,
At
many
the,
times.
at the end of it, where he's pissed off at him, but
Spoiler alert.
where he's doing the drum solo at the end of the movie, and he's just like, okay, he's doing the hand thing, goes, slow down, take it easy. He's like, and now, and pick it like. It's still that same carnage, animalistic instinct you have in you.
But he's
to
abusive.
be
He's a piece
he's
of
abusive.
shit. Yeah.
It's
It's unnecessary.
I don't want to say this because people will hate this saying, but great men are abusive in one way or another.
But the greatest men don't have to be.
I don't know.
They still get
Kennedy,
results.
Kennedy was getting tail from women, so he's being abusive to his own wife. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's usually something weird there.
Maybe.
I don't know. We all have our own little things, but the way he did, like that last
There's exceptions to that rule.
that last scene there was so good, and then like the guy, what's his name, Goose,
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller, like how he just called the other guys to like I'll call you in, and like or I'll like how he's told the other guys I'll bring you in. And the other guys just start playing to him, and he just takes control of it.
Yeah.
It's a very masculine scene, and it's freaking jazz music. But how masculine is jazz music? It's just such good music that hits to the core of you. There's alcohol, there's smoking, there's emotion.
Is that why you're listening to Buddy Rich lately?
Yeah.
Because of that?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, you hit it right at the nail. Miles Davis. I've been jamming Miles Davis lately, and like. After my last trip to New Orleans, it just
When'd you go to New Orleans?
last year.
Oh, really?
It's been 11 months.
Nolans.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah, and like they're like everywhere I went, they played such. It was like a local, no name local, playing really good freaking jazz. Like they know it intimately. Somebody that's never gonna have a CD. Somebody that's never gonna be known. But when you hear them play it, it's like you could just feel that they're playing it from their fucking heart. And you talk about being a man, there's nothing more manly than playing something and you play it because you know it intimately like jazz music. Jazz music's not rap. It's not. It's nothing. It's its own thing.
Yeah.
And you have to know the music and feel it on such an intimate level and own it. That it's masculine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not La La Land.
So again, you have men just like the guys that go to the Amazon, they're exploring, they're fighting the forest.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but it's in a club and it's alcohol and it's smoke and they're playing their hearts out in the same context as an adventurer going down the Amazon. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it reeks of who we should be. We should be these men that just, in everything we want to do, we should always want to excel and we should want to own it. And you should get to know it on such an intimate level as fighting for your life against an anaconda or playing something so rich and sultry as jazz. that it just resonates at the core of you, and anybody that sees you doing it, they're motivated and they want to live their best life based on what you're doing. That's being a man. And it doesn't have to be in the wild or in a war, but it can be as simple as playing the freaking drums
Yeah.
and moving somebody's life with the sound you're making. That's masculine. Do you know what I mean?
That's my tempo.
That's it right there. Ah!
That's my
Like,
tempo.
If there's nothing else in my life that speaks to the heart of me, it's just that kind of dedication and love for what you're doing, that nothing derails you from that goal of wanting to know and do something to that level. And not enough of us men are willing to sacrifice to that level. In that movie where that guy goes and he tells his girlfriend, he's like, well, I want to be the best, and I don't think I'm going to have time for you, and I don't think, you're going to like that I have time for you, so I think we should break up. She's like, and you're breaking up for you, and I only see you once a week? Well, you know what, woman? Guess what? I know what my calling is, and I have to do this. Why? Because I'm a freaking man, and that's what I was made to do. It should ooze from every pore of you to conquer everything that you do.
I'm fucking fired up right now, Mark.
Dude, it just oh, you said something
gym.
earlier that just hit to the core of me, and I just when I wrap my mind around it, it's everything that we are. It's every fiber and every muscle. It's your belief in God. It's every feeling of love you have. It's everything that makes us who we are, to be and to strive to get to that level. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing, but to just be that person.
Damn it, I'm going to the gym right now.
Fuck! Ah! If it was the 1980s, I'd say let's go get an 8-ball of Coke and go smoke the night away.
Okay.
But it's not the 1980s.
No.
Respectfully so.
You don't have Hunter
And-
Biden's number?
No. The gym sounds good right now, sir.
Let's go to the gym.
Let's go to the gym, everybody. Artie, it's been good.
Bro.
I love it.
So good. We got to do this again soon. With everything.
2026 is our years of going on the road.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's
we should
do
do a road podcast.
We will.
For sure.
All my stuff is totally mobile. I'm
Oh,
down.
let's do it.
I am down.
Fuck it. Let's go right now.
Oh!
Sam Squanch, we're coming for you, bitch.
Where you are.